All right, this is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runner's Alley, coming at you from the 2023 Wilderness League Championships here at Winnisquam High School. Today's Meet Hub is sponsored by Tim's Truck Capital. We're catching the first lap action of the girls 4x800, where we have Moultonborough Academy, Newfound, Guilford, and Kennett right now competing. And I'm here with Jonas Teeter,
Hey guys.
the man from PCA. He's has had an adventurous season,
Yeah.
but he
they
seems to be
got
coming
that.
back. But he's got a day off today from training and racing, so he's decided to join us. How's it feel, Jonas?
It feels good not racing and actually get to watch something. I did it yesterday at Seacoast too, so it's feeling pretty good. And I'm excited to see Patrick run too, so it's gonna be fun.
We promised not to be all about distance today, but
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to do the best we can. So what were some of your thoughts on the Seacoast yesterday?
Actually, really good. I didn't actually pay attention as to the distance as the sprinting. I felt like the sprinting was actually amazing. One of my buds from Portsmouth Christian, Tim Kellum, he did very, very well. I think he won with like 11:4 in the finals. Very, very fast. Fun to watch. Very fun to watch. Same with I also got to see a few of the Crow Brown boys do distance, which was very awesome, seeing the mile. And also, I don't think I didn't stay for the 32, but the 800 was very fast. I got to see Aiden and Jamie go at it. It was very fun.
As those are all great races. Gavin Demas in the mile. But here, first exchange coming up. Guilford taking the lead. A tight race. They're coming through the 800 at about 253, 254, and it's close. How many 4x8s have you been able to do at PCA?
Actually, none. We don't have a fourth guy. We have three good distance guys, and we have a sprinter. So we don't have enough people to do a full 4x8, which is unfortunate. But
Yep, small schools. Small
Yeah.
schools are like that. It's just the
Oh,
way
yeah.
it works. But there's obviously a lot of advantage to being in a small school as well.
yeah,
The weather today here is great, and no wind as far as right now is concerned. There is rain in the forecast for later on today. We're hoping to escape that. And the meet being run by the Wilderness League, this meet is over 50 years old. It's one of the best run meets that you'll ever see in New Hampshire. The clerk team of Scott Clark, Mike Smith, and you know Mike Smith as one of the voices of New Hampshire track and field and cross country. They're running this meet, so and Aaron Hayward from Belmont is the timer. It's just going to kind of fly by. I always think of this like a throwback type of meet. It's a throwback to the way track and field has always been in New Hampshire. Quality performances, mostly D3 schools here today, with D2 sprinkled in with Kennett, Plymouth, and there's one more. Which one? Trying to look around. Do you know? Come on, it's a quiz.
For D2?
D2 is Kennett, Plymouth. Maybe that's
good
it.
question. Yeah.
And the rest are D3. So second leg, Guilford obviously has opened up a little bit of a lead, as you can see on your screens. We'll give you a halfway mark here. They were the favorites going in, so I would expect them to do well and obviously possibly win here. If you check out our Meet Hub, the Wilderness League Meet Hub, it's right on the front page, home page of NewHampshireTrackandField.com. You have a history, records history, team champion history. We'll be talking about those as the day wears on. And obviously be looking at the records because I feel like a couple of records might go down today.
Yeah, so on the preview, it said that Guilford has a 13-second lead over second place, so they're going to make some noise here.
For the girls.
Yep. Yeah, and then I think it's same with Mascoma Valley for the guys' side.
Mascoma Valley's starting to come around. If you've noticed, if you've been paying attention, D3, it's kind of hard. They're spread all over the state, and they might not have FAT all the time, but Mascoma Valley, they're starting to make some noise. The coaching change there, and it's just been really good. So they're on about 11-minute pace, Guilford, going through that the next exchange. Moultonborough right now is second. Newfound and Kennett third and fourth, respectively. They're at about 11:30 pace as the exchange is going on right now. But again, Guilford in the lead. Like Jonas said, about 13-second cushion. Well, about the seed times were about 13-second cushion.
And they're not incredibly far apart. Like, you can still come back a little bit and reel them in just a little bit more.
Expect Newfound to make a little bit of a run here. Oh, there's a move by Newfound on the backstretch right there. Now, Winnisquam is kind of in a nice little spot, too. It's, it's right off the highway, and, it's just north of Concord. Really, literally, just 20 minutes north of Concord.
Yeah.
So, how long did it take
nice
you to
place.
get here today?
It took me like 52 minutes.
That's not bad.
55-ish. Yeah,
What
I come
town
from.
do you live in?
I live in Barrington, New Hampshire, so
So not bad.
a little bit farther than Stratford. So.
Cool. So the folks at home, what year are you in school right now?
So I'm a junior.
Junior. And so you tell us a little bit about your injury that you had.
So I ran a 70 some odd mile a week going from like 50. I did not do the 10% rule. Yeah, way too much, way too quick. I ran, and it was very fast.
When was this?
This was, I think like 1 or 2 weeks before track started. I can't even remember. It was about 7-ish weeks ago.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. It's a stress fracture in my left tibia, but
you're back running.
Yeah, slowly, not a lot.
And the doctor you're following doctor's orders.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm on the Alter-G, which is actually.
Where do you have
awesome.
access to that?
You
bought one for yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez.
No, so.
Might have some Co-Brown guys come over and borrow it.
Yeah, it's I go to the Lee. There's what is it? It's like a doctor's. It's like the physical therapist in Lee.
Holy
they
cow.
have the Alter-G there.
They do?
Yeah, the fastest it goes is like high 4s, low 5s. Like
no, that's great. Is
but
that by the traffic circle?
Yeah, it's literally right there. It's in that doctor's office.
How do we not
there.
know about this?
Yeah,
do they charge by the hour?
I don't know. I think it's by the visit.
Oh goodness!
So they also do acupuncture, and they've been doing that to me. So that's awesome.
Okay, Guilford hands off in the lead. They're about 8:15 right now.
Has a good 100-ish, 110 lead.
Yep, over Newfound. Newfound has made that break like we thought they would. And Kennett is third. Moultonborough is fourth. So we'll see what they come up with here. I mean, they have a shot to go under 11 minutes. Newfound hands off clean. That's an Alter-G right in Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You could just call them and
I don't know.
time.
I think you –
I'll
I
talk
think
to your
you
dad
could
about
do
it.
that.
Did your dad set it up, or was it through your PT?
Yeah, my dad set it up.
Right.
But I do PT there as well. They seem to know what they're doing, so highly recommended.
They might get a lot of calls now.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I got on it, and then all they talked about was your son, Aiden Cox. They were like,
oh, gosh.
they're like, you know Aiden? I was like, yeah.
Too much of that stuff going on.
Very talented runner.
Talking about a runner got second place last night. What are you talking about that?
That's the 800. Put him in the mile, he could run that pace.
And then he was the
mile.
weakest leg in our 4x4. I don't think he's
going
to run another one, though. All right, with a lap to go. She went through an 83-84 on that, so.
Newfound is closing a little bit on Guilford right now.
So will it still be a 13-second cushion, Jonas? What do you think?
That's a good question.
Is it going to hold true?
I think
something we can
probably.
Watch.
I don't know. We'll see.
And we do have it. We do have the time on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. That is an unofficial time. We're starting that along with the gun, but it gives you an idea of what they're running. Moultonborough and Kennett having a little bit of a battle here, third to fourth.
So that was a switch, a lead change in the two of them. Moultonborough was behind Kennett.
1 lap to go for them and at 10:22. Got our 200 cam up. Seeing that view right now.
How do you feel about Dragonflies, Super Spikes?
I think they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a normal progression of shoe technology, and as long as everybody's following the rules that are set forth by the governing bodies of whatever level you're in, then everything's okay. I think we get into trouble when people use prototypes that might be outside the rules. But as far as what we're seeing at the high school level, it all obviously filters down. But we have Guilford finishing right now. They're the Wilderness League champs in 11:06. Congratulations to
Very
them.
nice.
Newfound's going to be second. If they get here in 11:19, that's going to be something. 13 seconds. It's going to be close. I think it's going to
Just
be
gonna
like
miss it.
15, 16. But still, those seeds kind of held true there. So Newfound around 11:22.
Definitely closed the gap a little bit on that last leg.
Yep. And then Moultonboro's going to be third, with Kennett coming in fourth here and momentarily, and we'll be getting ready for the guys. But yeah, I mean, the Dragonflies are the Dragonflies, and
Yeah.
you know, if you think about the runners back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, and then Nike came out with the waffle racer.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
you know, the shoe technology has always been advancing, and this is one of those advancements. Is it a jump? Yeah, it's a jump.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got hooked on them. I always wore cross-country spikes until just recently.
They're gonna have they have versions for sprinters now, and you know, and there's Kennett finishing
Yep.
in around 12:04. So it's yeah, I just think it's a obviously advancement. And what I like about all of these shoes is it seems like it's easier on your legs and on your shins, and
Yeah.
injuries, as long as you stay within sort of some solid training,
Yep.
are going to be cut down. I know it's allowing. I know that the kids are not as sore coming off of long runs, not as sore coming off of certain workouts as they
Yeah.
usually are. They are certainly using them in workouts now too, like the next
Yeah.
percents. So
I see some of the Molten Borough guys wearing the Air Zoom Victories.
Yep.
I got those. Honestly, they put you a lot on your calves, and it kind of hurts.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
They're kind of a throwback to the spikes of old. So 4x8 men, we got Guilford, Newfound, Muskoma, Kennett, Brady, and Host School Winnisquam. Sorry, I might have to reset them. Here we go.
A little bit of movement.
You said Muskoma's top seed in this one?
Well, that's what the
Preview says?
Preview says.
That was written by Mike Smith. He's usually on it.
Let's see.
Fair start there. My man's out. My man's out hard. Wow. We'll give you somewhat of a 200 split here. He's hitting 200 right around now. He's out in 28. That's a 56-second pace.
That was very nice. Wow. Oh, wow. I thought that was
Yeah.
a Guilford kid that was out first.
Not
oh,
Guilford.
wow.
And it's not Muskoma like you thought it would be.
This kid is
That's
flying.
Winnisquam. I think he's got the hometown excitement going on here, but he looks good. He looks good. Just cruising.
Wow. Yeah, he looks solid right now. Very nice.
We'll take a look at his face when he comes through. I usually look at faces. He
Little bit
looks
stronger.
okay. He looks okay.
Holding strong, though.
I think he's going to have a bit of a challenge about 600 in.
Yep.
And, oh, by the way, he went through in about 63, 64. This next 72, 73. So I don't think Winnisquam's out too hard. I just think he's out.
Yeah,
Crushing it.
so the preview said that Newfound should challenge the girls' side, and Newfound and Muskoma Valley looking to do some on the boys' side.
Okay.
So,
Now, sometimes you go fast
Yep.
to slow in these things. Sometimes you go slow to fast. Sometimes you mix it up.
yep. Our team usually does our second fastest first, and then our fastest last. So
Got it.
That's what we did for swimming back when I swam. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a huge swimmer. That's what we did, and I kind of implemented that into our team. I was like, no, we got to do this, coach.
Our leadoff leg, we kind of pick it. You got to have like a knack for leading off. So it's not
Yep.
necessarily our second fastest. So it kind of depends. We have a pretty good leadoff leg in that 4x8 now with Jamie.
Yep.
No one really gets out better than he does. Plus, he's a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
bigger, so he's not going to get pushed around.
Yeah.
So first leg here, my man from Winnisquam cruised in a 212, 213.
Yeah, very nice.
It was pretty even, actually, so that was nice. Muskoma, the favorites have come through in 219, 220. Newfound right there, and Guilford gets the handoff in fourth. Handing off in fifth is Kennett, and then Bishop Brady, which I'm looking forward to their 4x1 later on. Bishop Brady's
Oh,
4x1.
yeah. If I was Newfound and Muskoma right now, I'd work together to catch Winnisquam.
Got Rory Curran here. The kids will be visiting Rory Curran, the winners, for their interviews. So if you're listening to this, kids, make sure if you win, you see Rory Curran, the Nashua North legend, 2019, multi-time state champ. now running for UMass Lowell. Phenomenal program. You started looking at schools yet, Jonas?
Yeah, my top place I'm looking at right now is Cedarville.
Okay.
Very, very nice school.
Is that in Illinois?
It's in Ohio.
Ohio.
So very,
So
very
first,
flat.
Winnisquam going out 67-68. Newfound has cut into that lead. Guilford is coming up too, and Muskoma is hanging in there. Ohio, I think we've had a couple kids look there.
Yeah, it's a D2 Christian school. I got to tour that. That's the only school that I've really
Beautiful
toured
school.
yet. So yeah, it's a beautiful school. Everything's super new. And then for everyone that loves Chick-fil-A, you gotta have the Chick-fil-A. So.
Oh goodness, it's right there.
Oh yeah, on
right in there.
campus. Yeah, and then I've also started talking to UNH, and then also University of Vermont, and then Palm Beach Atlantic, which is a Christian school in
Florida.
In Florida, yeah.
It's pretty hot down there.
Yeah, yeah. Ella Malone, Brianna's sister,
Yep.
runs for their team. So.
Yep.
I think so. I think it's in Miami or kind of close to
Hey, fellas,
Honestly,
we got
I
a
don't know.
really tight race here.
Yeah.
Guilford takes over the lead. Winnisquam's still there. Newfound. Wonder what Guilford's split
Guilford.
is. Guilford's favored to win the whole thing today. So Guilford now takes over the lead. Winnisquam second. Newfound third. Muskoma fourth. They got some pretty good third and fourth legs. I know they have a very good fourth leg. I think that's Gunnar Courier.
Yeah,
on the
he's very
fourth leg.
fast.
Who else do you reckon? You're here for the D3 knowledge, man.
Yeah.
Who else is on that anchor leg do you think that can make things interesting?
Ben LaPlume, I see him there. He is a very fast runner, especially in the shorter mid-distance. I think that's about the two that you want to watch there. I don't see any other familiar faces.
All right.
Patrick, I don't think is running this. He told me he's going to do the 4x4 instead. So
I think he's doing the 1600, 800, 4x4.
yep.
So Guilford's still in the lead. Newfound is giving chase. Right now, we'll give you a first lap split here on the third leg. And sometimes, you usually put one of your third or fourth fastest on that. That was a 67.
It's a lead change.
Yeah, lead change there, too. This good race. Winnisquam trying to keep it tight. And then we got Muskoma. I think Muskoma's my favorite uniform.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. What do you think?
Yeah, very.
Look at the back of that,
really
too.
cool.
Muskoma's
Oh, wow,
uniform
yeah.
is sweet. Kenneth's?
Yeah, I think it's old school.
Old school, nice, plain and simple. I got you. American flag on there, patriotic.
We just got new uniforms. Like, we didn't have, any money in our cross-country and track program, and we just got new ones, which was
What brand are they?
they're Nike. So
Nike,
yeah, we
sweet.
used to have, these ones since, the school started,
rich private schools.
1970s. Yeah, we
Just
we
kidding.
did get, I think that actually I almost want to say it came out of my coach's pocket because, we
Might
just
have.
weren't getting them.
Coaches know that. Do
Yeah.
that sometimes.
It's it.
All right, so you said this is LaPlume on the
Yep,
anchor leg, so
LaPlume.
you're giving him the favorite here?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Although Guilford does have a fast mid-distance squad, so I would
That's
like
a
to see how this
216
goes.
leg. Guilford's in second, just definitely in the race.
Yep. Mascoma could come back a little bit. I don't know how far he could come back.
Once again, this is New Hampshire cross country. This is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley. Coming at you from the Wilderness League Championships. It's over 50 years old. The throwback, if you will, the granddaddy of them all. Today's Meat Hub brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. Is that Ganchos on the anchor leg of Brady?
I don't think so.
It's
Yeah,
got the same
no.
hairdo, though.
Same hairdo, yeah.
Just kidding.
I wish it was cross country.
I love both sports
Oh, yeah, me
for
too.
both different reasons. Just intensity of racing and track and field, the
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
team aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So who's your pick for winning D3 state championships as a team next week, Jonas?
Oh, Portsmouth Christian. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think
Newfound
Guilford's-
coming through, LaPlume coming through in 62 seconds. Looks like
Very,
he's
very fast,
laboring,
yeah.
and Guilford looks pretty good. This could get interesting.
Yep.
I'll do my Patrick Gandini impression. This could get interesting. I don't think
Yeah.
he says it like that, actually.
Yeah, I think Guilford could do something next week. Messinac's always up there with,
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Messinac's always up there. I think Mascoma could probably do something there. I want to say.
Yeah, you guys going to the big track at Sanborn? Like they're new to
Yeah.
D3.
Yep.
They have lights.
Oh yeah, they have that fast. Is Brady Ash on their
Yep.
team?
He just had a decent Seacoast last night,
Yep.
actually.
So,
And here comes Guilford on LaPlume on the far
There you
turn, final turn. Let's
All
see if
right.
LaPlume has an answer.
he's using the slingshot.
Let's see if LaPlume was waiting, and he has something left.
Oh,
They're battling.
it.
They're battling,
Looks
ladies
like
and
it.
gentlemen.
hear the crowd going.
Oh, LaPlume.
Oh,
LaPlume's
Oh.
going to hold them off. What
there
a
we
race.
go.
2:08.
Wow.
Wow, what a great race.
Yeah, everything they had left right there.
They were right around 9:01, 9:02. Newfound got that right, Rory? Yeah. We're not at the best angle here, but, yeah, what a great race. Wonder if we get a replay in that bottom left-hand corner of the finish. Not yet. Okay. So, Mascoma now finishing. 9:29 and change. That's Gunnar
Still not
Courier. Watch
terrible.
for him later. I may watch him in the coming years. Good young runner.
Oh yeah, In winter track, we talked a lot. He does really well in like the 1,000.
He's into it too.
Yeah.
I think his dad is the coach. And then Brady finishing right around 9:50. Kennett's coming through now, which will wrap up the 4x8s, and it's going to be rapid fire 100-meter prelims. Not for 10 flat. All right, Noah and Scott Clark, as soon as they're ready, we're going to go. In the first heat of the prelims, we have heat 1 of 7. In lane 1, we have Devin Glacken from Kennett. Lane 2, Landon Fogg from Plymouth. Lane 3, Quentin Cloutier from Kearsarge. Apologize if we butcher any of these names. We're doing the best we can. Belmont's Damian Sanborn's lane 4. Interlake's Landon Richards lane 5. Winnisquam's lane 6. In lane 6 is Nathan Lavoie. Adam Kimball of Guilford, lane 7, and Gavin Wallenek from Molten Burrows in lane 8. Prelims, I think his fastest on time make it back. They got them all lined up, ready to go. Mr. Schultanis is a great starter, and they're settling in the blocks. Who you got for this one?
Winning this one? Overall, definitely Bishop
What
Brady's.
about this heat? Just this heat.
Oh, this heat? No, I'm just going to
I'm
go
taking
off.
Damian Sanborn, Belmont. You can't take him.
Okay. Actually, he is very fast. I'm just going to take Adam Kimball. Let's see.
Fair start, you could tell.
Yep.
These are sprinters. Cadence is killing it. Sanborn's going to take this one. And
Wow.
looks pretty happy with that one.
Wow.
Like we said, finals on time. Want to introduce the next one for us?
We got Plymouth Regional, Alexander Lou Hares. We got Belmont's Brendan Schofield in lane 2. We got Kingswood Elliott Gelshier. I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry. We also got Bishop Brady in lane 4 with Alan Yap. And then lane 5, we got Plymouth Regional again. Gabrielle Keene. And then we got in lane 6, Woodsville Jaron Sleeper. And then in lane 7, we got Laconia Aiden McNeil. And then in lane 8, we got Newfound Regionals Wyatt Norcross.
Good job. I think you did a nice job with that, Jonas.
I'm really bad with names, so I bet I butchered half those names, but it's all good.
All right, second heat. Just got the on your marks call.
Bishop Brady has a very, very nice sprinting squad. I think they have like 3 really, really good sprinters.
I would think they'd be thinking about nationals too. Earlier in the year, I was talking to their coach.
Oh yeah.
And they're looking for big things, especially on the state level too.
Yeah.
Here you go, guns up. Fair start. Is that Gent? Did we say no?
No, not
That's
yet.
Yap.
That's Yap.
Yap and Keen. Keen and Yap. Not sure who gets this one, but they finished in like 11-4, 11-5.
Good.
I think that was
sportsmanship
Keen that got
there.
that
Yeah.
one. You expect both of them back in the finals.
Oh yeah, for
That was
sure.
a great shot. Here's a replay, as you can see.
Yeah, I think maybe that
Keen with the
was-
lean.
Yeah, maybe.
This next heat, Keen with the lean. Third and fourth was tight too. That was a good prelim. Lane 1, White Mountains, Shane from there. And lane 2 from Winnisquam, Victor Pham. Lane 3 from White Mountains, Jason Gooden. Colby Vetter in lane 4 from Belmont. I'm picking him. Muskoma Valley, Logan Gilmore, lane 5. Lane 6 is Logan Troon from Kennett. Lane 7 is Asa Machete from Muskoma Valley. And lane 8 is Logan Hinton from Newfound.
I'll take Mascoma Valley's Logan Gilmore.
All right, let's see.
See some good work right here.
Fair start. Muskoma Valley got out well on that one. That was a good start by Muskoma. By your boy Gilmore.
All right.
But it's going to be Vetter.
Belmont's going. Wow.
It's going to be Colby Eddie Vetter. That was
Easy
low
job
12,
right
low
there.
12.
Wow.
Good race. Oh, we
These
got the clock
boys-
going.
These boys, they look like they make it so easy, but sprinting is such a hard
Sorry, there's
thing.
a lot that can go
Yeah.
into it.
Sprinting is an art. You gotta, so fragile. You have to be careful with it.
Nice
but
lean.
it's crazy to watch fast sprinters.
Four by 8. We just got the 4x8 results. Thanks, Mr. John Gogol. And just official results. First place was Guilford, 11:07. Second place was Newfound, 11:22. Third place was Moultonboro, 11:44. Fourth place was Kennett, 12:04. In this heat, this next heat we have for the men's 100, heat 4. Lane 1 is White Mountains, Aiden Plans. Shane Loins from Muskoma Valley is lane 2. Garrett Giovanoli from Muskoma Valley, lane 3. Chris Messmore, lane 4 from Bishop Brady. DL Media from Laconia, lane 5. Carrier from Belmont, lane 6. And Thurston from Kingswood, lane 7. Guns up. Fair start. Muskoma's got a little bit of a squad. Are you noticing this?
Yeah.
Bishop Brady got out well. That's Messmore.
Yep.
But Laconia's DL Media, I think he got that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Very close.
Ran around 12 seconds also. Let's see what the replay shows. Jonas is taking off to cover the camera for a bathroom break. And right there you can see Laconia's DL Media takes it. While they're getting ready for the next heat, boys 4x8 results. In sixth place was Kennett, 10:01. In fifth place, Bishop Brady, 9:50. In fourth place, Muskoma Valley, 9:29.98. Third place, Winnisquam, 9:18.62. Second place, Guilford, 9:01.72, who got outleaned by Newfound in 9:01.50. Newfound, your 2023 Worldness League champs. Next heat, heat number 5 of 7. We have in lane 1, Emerton from Woodsville. Lane 2, Orlowski from Newfound. Lane 3, Stogmeyer from Bishop Brady. Beauchene from Bishop Brady's lane 4. Garrett Emery, lane 5 from Woodsville. Lane 6 is David Young from Berlin. And lane 7 is Donovan Ewing from Laconia. Fair start. Brady and Newfound battling it out over the first 30 meters. And it looks like it's going to be Bishop Brady's Jack Beauchene with the win there. 11, low 11s, give or take. Here's your replay. All right. Heat number 6. This is going to be an interesting one. We have Max Brooks, lane 1 from Bishop Brady. Lane 2, Kalen Stockbridge from Franklin. Lane 3, James Arling from Kingswood. Lane 4, Hoka Athlete of the Week a few weeks ago, Isaiah Reese from Guilford. He can run the 100, the 200, and throw the jab wicked far. Lane 5 is Nate Stagmeyer from Bishop Brady. Lane 6 is Elijah Bellew from White Mountains. And lane 7 is Micah Swenson from Prospect Mountain. Fair start. Isaiah Reese got out really, really well. Great start. He's probably looking to cruise through this one as a prelim. He cruises through in about 11.2. Looking very comfortable. I'm not sure if the boys' javelin has begun yet, but he might be splitting back and forth between that. After the 100s, there's going to be a 15-minute break. But it'll be a strict 15 minutes. Heat 7 of 7 of the guys, and then we will have 5 heats of the girls' prelims. Lane 1 is Brendan Francis from Prospect Mountain. Lane 2 is Nicholas Christopoulos from Laconia. Lane 3 is Tyler Walcott from Kennett. Lane 4 will be Joshua Genchos from Bishop Brady. He could be the favorite. I'm looking forward to watching Genchos versus Reese in the final. Sean Stanchfield from Kearsarge is lane 5. Noah Whipple from Kearsarge lane 6. And Richard Johnson from Belmont lane 7.
So you said we get a break.
We do, 15 minutes.
We've been at a few different meets this year that have had breaks, and no break has actually been the correct duration.
We'd like to welcome Greg Hall, the producer extraordinaire, to the show. He's been making sure everything works great here, but he has his opinions. And you know, normally, Greg, I'd be with you on that. But Scott Clark, said definitely they're having a break.
Oh, I believe it. I'm just saying, so far this season.
And he said 15 minutes to the second was his quote. But so far this season has never happened.
I can put a clock on it.
Let's do that right on the live stream. And Ganchos looking around, just really, really controlled effort. Gets through 11.5. For sure trying to save it for the rest of his day. Does not look taxed whatsoever. All right, you can hear Mike Smith. He's calling out his O'Shea twins. On the infield now for something. Not sure what's happening. I don't think Mike needs a mic. I think Mike could announce without a microphone. Great replay.
I know Chrissy Heichel certainly could.
Do you think Chrissy listens to these eventually? Because you're going to hear it back in a little minute. All right, in this first heat of the girls, we have Franklin's Alexis DePalma, lane 1. Lane 2 is Isabella Valier from Newfound, lane 2. That was lane 2. Lane 3, we have Jasleen Fogarty from Profile. Lane 4, Emma Winslow is probably one of the favorites today from Belmont. Lane 5 is Kylie Raposa from Kingswood. Lane 6 is Josie DeAngelis from White Mountains. Lane 7 is Alana Kilbreth from Muskoma Valley. And lane 8 is Carly Claft from Kingswood. Welcome, Jonas, back to the show.
Hello.
How was the camera work, Jonas?
It's hard to keep it still, but, you know, sorry if that wasn't super professional.
Fair start. I'm picking Winslow, by the way.
I was just going to say that. All right, I'm going to
Looking
take
good.
Kingswood.
Winslow it's going to have an easy time of it here. 13-1, give or take.
Yep.
That's a nice race. I think the top 2 in that might make it back. Checking out the replay by our producer. Now, Greg is our sprinter on the broadcast. When you're doing prelims, did you used to do the same thing you just saw Winslow do, break it down towards the end, Reese do, break it down towards the end, Ganchos?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on qualifying in order to get to finals, but there's no, you know, it totally dependent on, like, weather, time of the season, lot of factors into it. Like, are you going to PR that day? Are you looking to do, you know, a couple of 400s or 800s if your coach is torturous to you?
All right. Next heat number 2. Gums from Interlakes. Donovan Letty from Kingswood. Stop laughing at me, Jonas. Marcella Danito from Kingswood. She's range. She runs the 800 really fast, too. Lauren McPhee from Kingswood. She's probably one of the favorites today, too. Lutz from Muskoma Valley, lane 5. Lane 6 is McDonald from Belmont. Woodsville, lane 7 is Booton. And Port from Guilford, lane 8. I would expect McPhee to take this one.
Oh, yeah. Marcella has range just like Brianna. Other way.
Yes, there you go.
Look at that.
And that was pretty good. 13 and change. Yeah. That's impressive. Danito drops down to do the 100.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if she's going to use one of her dad's rollers pretty quick hereafter. All right. Next heat. As you look at the replay, McPhee looking, she break it down towards the end. Yeah, she looks very relaxed. Does do a little lean there. Heat 3 of 5. Guilford's Bella Lesniak is lane 1. Lane 2 is Marjorie Young from White Mountains. Her teammate is in lane 3, Victoria Wickham. Lane 4 is a new face on the scene this year, Juliet Faria. And hopefully I'm saying that right. It could be Faria or Faria. Do you know?
Nope.
It's your division, Jonas. You should know.
Okay.
But she's lane 4. She also has range. She could go all the way up to 400. I wouldn't be surprised to see her in 800. Belmont's Hannah Young is lane 5. Prospect Mountain has Chloe Kane in lane 6. And Heidi Christofferson from Laconia is lane 7. I wonder if she has any relation to Chris Christofferson. You don't even know who that is.
Nope. But if you have a good 100-meter runner or 200-meter runner that can go up to 4.
Yeah, that's what Faria looks great.
Yep. Yeah,
she does not look taxed. Nope. Freshman. All right, remember that name.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to throw in the chat the correct pronunciation of it, that would be most appreciated. We are on New Hampshire. Oh, results. I don't know. I don't think it's live results today.
Over there, they sent me to you. They said it was going on. Is it on?
We have a live stream here. It's NewHampshireTrackField.com.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
I'm looking for the results.
Yeah.
Nothing? Okay.
Can see a pretty close battle at this point in the race.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 3 of them.
All right, run down lane heat 4 for us. Those names
All
look
right.
manageable for you, Jonas.
All right, so lane 1, we got Guilford's Sydney Bartlett. In lane 2, we got Kingswood Amelia Kilmister? Yeah, Kilmister. All right. And then we got Winnisquam in lane 3, Sky Tibbetts. In lane 4, we got Newfound's Ellie McDonald. In 5, we got Jennifer Watson from Plymouth Regional. In lane 6, we got Awena Johnson from Laconia. And then in 7, we got Mackenzie from Muskoma Valley. Mackenzie Valancourt.
From Messinic.
Oh, yeah.
Fair start? Oh, not a fair start.
Oh.
Thought I heard 2 guns. See who jumped? Oh, is that lane 6? That's a flinch.
I'm not.
You see? What do you see, Greg?
We'll see
Oh,
later.
look at the smoke. So gun goes right there. I didn't necessarily see anything. I mean,
I see a flinch in
there's a
lane
little
6.
bit of a fall in 6, but I think that came right as the gun.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
There's a tiny.
Interesting.
I don't see anything gregarious.
No.
I don't see anything that.
They went too fast. Do you hear that you can get disqualified if you go too fast?
Yeah, but I don't think we have those sensors in the blocks.
Oh, yeah, no.
The only thing I see is a flinch in 6 right before the smoke.
Yeah, we'll back it
Yeah.
up just a little bit. We can see them going up.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it was because they disqualified her, so she's not there anymore.
Interesting.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one,
Yeah.
especially from a standing start. Huh. All right. And they did not give him a lot of rest, so looks like Newfound's McDonald's going to take this one, trying to take it even easier. Winnisquam, Tibbetts is going to be second. Looks like Plymouth's Jennifer Watson was third on that. That's unfortunate. You don't like to see that. I still will say, and I don't mind going on record on this, I wish they would do a false start to the field.
Yep.
And then, if someone false starts, you disqualify. But it is what it is.
Yep.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I actually like blocks is because you're more still where you are. You're not leaning. You're not trying to balance yourself.
Yeah. You don't have a tendency of flinching more that way. You're right in there.
I've only been disqualified once, and that was because I went inside the track. I
You didn't
stay on
false
the
start in
track.
the 1500?
Cutting corners, huh?
Yeah, well, apparently they said I did it multiple times. It was a UNH indoor track. I mean, it's
That
so
can
easy
happen.
to do that. Yeah.
Geez, you can't make that track much shorter.
Oh,
What were you
no.
trying to do, Jonas?
I don't know. I was wearing trainers because you can't wear spikes there. So
Coach Cox, have you ever been disqualified?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. No, I've never been disqualified. I have fallen and gotten up. Delivered my share of elbows, but I've never gotten disqualified.
There's a lot of elbows last night in the 800.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you rewatch that?
I did not rewatch. I
the
didn't notice that.
women's
I heard the commentators on it, but to me it just looked normal. Because
Yeah,
the
I-
800 usually just
I mean,
get out.
the camera angle for it was
Yeah.
hard to see, but right where we were, you could see quite a bit.
Even in the women's 8, like I know Haley Kavanaugh got boxed out there.
All right, last heat, and we have the queen of Division 2 and 3 sprinting right here is Ada Wheat's going to be lane 4 from Kennet. It's always fun to watch her. Lane 1 is Braylon Stone from Mascoma Valley. Lane 2, Mia Ray from Belmont. Lane 3, Becca from Winnisquam. Kulongoski, I think I said that right. Yeah. Lane 5, Katrina Doobie from White Mountains. Lane 6, Danessa Williams from Winnisquam. And lane 7 is Addie Wernick from Guilford. Sure has a relationship with Coach Wernick, the longtime phenomenal coach from Guilford. He's also sits on the Wilderness League committee to make sure this meet runs beautifully well. Guns up. Fair start this time. I would expect Ada Wheat to kind of cruise through it.
No
Race
challenge
down.
there.
No, 12-3 I got on my hand time, but so Ada Wheat takes that one, and right now is the time for the break, right? Right? We've done
Yeah.
hurdles.
Yeah.
No, the 100 was
didn't do
first.
hurdles,
We didn't do
right?
hurdles.
Yeah,
we got the
I was gonna
100. We
say.
got the hurdles first.
Yeah.
Wait, am I mixing that? They do the dash before the hurdles.
Generally, they do the hurdles before the dash.
Yeah.
So
You got a schedule in front of you, don't you?
I
yeah.
do.
Doing something like the Bobcat, moving things around.
I kind of like the way the Bobcat does it.
Yeah, I like the 32 being first.
You're right. We have the hurdles coming up. So the hurdles will be next, and they do have to get them on the track first. But they have girls down there.
One more heat.
Looks like it.
No,
Oh, wait,
hurdles are next.
Hurdles. Maybe they're setting up.
And
the
they're
hurdles?
switching up to the girls' hurdle, but they have the guys. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll see what they got going on, but I think I get the hurdles on, I believe.
I'm starting to think I should have started a clock for a break. What's going on? One more heat. Here we go.
Oh, is this the heat that they
I don't know. If it's a redo heat, that means
might have been the
that means they've already done 100 meters.
Yeah.
This point in the season, though, everyone should be pretty well conditioned.
Oh yeah.
Shouldn't hurt too bad. Might hurt later in the day, but at this point, they should still be fresh enough.
Oh, is this heat? Yep. Still, Guilford takes it away. Again, very, very fast. Yep.
All right, now hurdles come onto the track. Did you ever try any hurdles?
I didn't. I was going to try them because I want to do steeplechase at some point, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not very flexible, so it does not work with me. What about you?
Oh yeah, I've had fair share of hurdles. Nothing good, but I've done them. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you know Brianna Malonis.
Yep.
Yeah,
she's our hurdle expert.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's
Of course I know
funny.
her.
It's so funny. She's like, I want to do hurdles this year. It's like,
Yeah, that's not necessarily in her immediate future.
yeah. But she was talking about it. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the 3 hurdles, and I'm like, yeah, don't doubt it. You're good at everything you do, but
Oh, she would absolutely crush the 300 hurdles.
oh yeah,
The issue is she's got so many events that a lot of times coaches, athletes don't want to run that risk of getting hurt. And
oh yeah.
it makes sense because you can easily get hurt in it for a distance athlete.
Mhm. They scare me. They're too high. I just look at them and I'm like, that's my shoulder height. I'm not supposed to jump over that.
Yeah. No, my hurdle form left something to be desired, but I had decent enough speed in between to make up for it.
Oh yeah. I always like watching hurdles, like the fast heats and the fast people.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you see someone who's good at it,
Oh, yeah.
it looks really smooth. Their head barely moves; it's just staying nice and level, and then their body's quick up, quick down with it.
Yep.
Really snapping that lead leg down to hit the track and continue that momentum forward. So
This year we have a very, very fast hurdler from PCA. She's moved up. Sierra Lignos. She's coming up. I think she's like 3rd or 4th in the state right now.
yeah, I think she did well last night, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think she won 3, and then she got like 6th in the 100.
Yeah, I remember calling her name a couple of times. So
Oh yeah, very, very fast. Extremely amazing to see her do really well. 'Cause she's been working at it pretty much all of her high school career, and so it's good to see her doing very, very well in it.
now, does PCA usually go to Seacoast or do they go to Wilderness?
Well, generally we go to Wilderness, but Brianna last year she came here. She went to Seacoast. She ran the 400, and she liked it more because there's more competition.
Mm-hmm.
And she went and told our coach that, and we're like, yeah, let's end up just going there this year.
Well, I think one of the benefits too is this is mostly D3 here, and you're
Yeah.
going to be seeing all this competition again in just a few days.
Oh yeah.
So it definitely makes sense to kind of switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, especially for Brianna, she likes having people right on her, and recently in the 800, she gets people right behind her when she's racing like D2 teams and D1. Like you'll have like the Oyster River kids and so on and so forth, like Co Brown, and it's very, very helpful to have them with you. Yeah, and for me too, when we do, back when I wasn't injured, I would love to have been in a place that's super, super competitive. But we got Patrick here. You still got a ton of competition
yeah.
here. So
No, you'll still get a few big names because that's what D3 has. So
yep. All right.
Got our first heat here. Only a few guys in it.
All right, I apologize for not having the names. Seems like we have a little bit of a mix-up with. All right. All right, that was in lane 3, Caden Kiptonic of Guilford. In lane 4, we had Nicholas Haddix from Guilford. In lane 5, we had Elijah Bulio from White Mountains. And then in 6, we had Sebastian Brochu from Kennett.
Yeah, and it looks like Haddix ended up winning that one.
I think we were missing one kid in that heat. In this heat, we got in lane 2, Abin Albard from White Mountains. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. David Tripp from Belmont. Cole Ahern from Plymouth Regional. In lane 5, we got Quinn Van Lagan from Newfound. And then in 6, we got Nehemiah Mon Marquise from Laconia, and it looks like Plymouth took that one.
I think that was it for the boys, just 2 heats, so we'll adjust the hurdles during this replay for the girls.
Yep, just 2 heats. All right, and then this heat, we're going to have Vanessa Van Dyne from Kennett in lane 1. In lane 2, we got Cora Tariz from Berlin. In lane 3, we got Lily Richardson from Interlakes. And then in lane 4, we got Kearsarge's Ellie Wimmer. And then in lane 5, we got Plymouth Regionals Adelant and Nellie Flynn. In lane 6, we got Amelia Bavern, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, from Kearsarge. In lane 7, we got Emerson Bedell from White Mountains. And then lane 8, we got Veronica Kauser from Prospect Mountain. They're just dropping the hurdles right now. Just be a minute. I think this one, the favorite is Veronica Kelly from Winnisquam. And then the only other people under 19 in this is Adeline Turkinjes from Belmont, Plymouth, Adel, and Nellie Flynn, and then Mascoma's.
You're doing great, Jonas.
Elena Trempe.
These are tough.
I'm
So
sorry.
here's a conundrum. I'm going to take the heat off, and I'm going to ask Coach Hall his opinion that I just got pulled into. Making it back to finals, they're taking the boys. They're taking the winner of each of the 7 heats in the next fastest time. He's with me so far?
No, yeah, I hear you.
So you have the 7 big Qs, right? The fastest time was a tie to the 1,000th. So what I think it was something like 11.822. And they can't go another decimal.
Oh, wow.
So it's a legit tie.
And I'm assuming, reread each pitcher.
I'm assuming that,
So
yes.
they'd be in 2 different races because we didn't see anything that close to begin with.
Correct.
So what the
There's
process?
no wind reading.
What the process would be is you go into each pitcher, you reread it, and you like really blow up that image, get a close as shot of you can, and then if there is a true tie from there, you talk to the committee because I don't know that one.
I think they were talking about not having either of them make it, but let me go give that suggestion.
Yeah, just make sure that they did reread it because that is pretty standard for it. I'm sure they have.
All right, here goes lane 1. Sorry, heat 1.
There is a lane 1 in this heat.
Oh, yep.
I'll help you there.
That would be Kennett's Vanessa.
Yeah, true ties are quite rare.
Yeah, last night there was a tie. I
yeah,
can't remember
I mean
what
that
it
ended up
was.
being 5 thousandths of a second difference. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's unofficial. Gives them time to go back, reread it, make sure that they have accurate readings.
What event was that?
It's a good question. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I feel like it was head-to-head too, so they probably took a little bit extra time to blow it up and take a real close look at it.
I think it was the 200. I think you're right because I remember Kelm. Tim Kelm
it
was
was a 200.
It was one of them. Yeah, it was someone from my team. I remember telling me like, "Hey, like there's a tie." I was like, "Oh wow, interesting." All right, and then that heat that was a Nelly from Plymouth Regional that took that one. So I'm not a sprinter, so I don't know this. Is it when your body crosses the finish line, or is it when the first?
Well, it
body
doesn't matter
part
if you're a
does?
sprinter or not. It's the same point
I don't
for
know.
the 100 to the mile, the 2 mile, whatever. Yeah, so basically it's kind of your chest. Like you chop off
Okay.
your arms. Arms don't really matter.
Okay.
Feet, legs don't matter. So it is that torso.
Yep. I don't know. I didn't know that. That's my bad.
It's all right. You don't have to lean that much, I guess.
There was a solution, by the way.
What's that?
One kid's a little banged up, so he's just going to opt out,
Okay.
thankfully.
That works, I guess. Did you confirm if they reread it and it was a true tie?
They
or-
reread it once, and then they were going to do a comparison. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, Winnisquam takes that one over Bet. But I have a sighting of a New Hampshire legend, Hannah Parker. I'm going to go say hi at your 9 o'clock. Actually, Jonas, what's your best 800?
Oh man.
Oh, this is cruel.
I think it was like a 205 maybe.
Oh, you only got her by a second.
Yeah, I haven't ran it in like a year, so.
Hi, Hannah. How's it going? Jonas's best time in the 800 is a 205. Don't you wish you ran 205 at some point?
Brianna's?
No, you
Brianna's
don't.
almost there.
You're way past it.
I see 206 every day. Yes, I do.
Her teammate almost got your record, but she did not.
Who,
Your
Brianna?
teammate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got to go give hugs.
Is this our break?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Seems like
All right.
it. Yeah.
I'm thinking it is. I did start a clock a few seconds late on it, so we'll see if
Okay.
this is a true break. Our cameraman just showed up, so that's telling me it is. So we are going to keep the stream on. We will step away from the mic for just a bit, but this is supposed to be 15-minute breaks. We'll be back before the next action happens break, basically there just to give our hurdlers a little bit of time of rest. You can see those hurdles aren't moving because the next event when we get back will be our girls' hurdle finals. You can see our break is a little bit past that 15-minute mark, and we do have our hurdle finalists for the girls heading to their blocks, making sure they get their blocks set. You'll see them practice that first hurdle, sometimes 2 or 3.
We have the
We really had 16 minutes
Yeah, and I started a few seconds late.
to the second. Are these the finals? Did you
yeah,
introduce
are
these
the
already?
I haven't. I was just about to.
Jonas is passing the buck literally. I think he's feeling embarrassed.
Yep.
I'm having just as hard a time with these names. But in these finals that we have coming up momentarily, it's now Scott Clark, 1:28 late. Kearsarge, lane 1, Kearsarge Lefebvre. Amelia Lefebvre from Kearsarge. Lane 2 is Ellie Weimer from Kearsarge. Lane 3 is Adeline from Belmont. Lane 4 is Victoria Kelly from Winnisquam. Lane 5 will be Annalie Flynn from Plymouth. Lane 6 will be Elena Trempe from Muscoma Valley. Lane 7 is Lily Richardson from Interlakes. And lane 8 will be Cora Trace from Berlin. And once they get this started, it's going to get crazy. It's going to go fast and furious. There's going to be a ton of interviews from our boy Rory Curran. Here you go, Rory. Why don't you say a few words?
All right, Rory, I want you to go ahead. Tell us already who you've talked to today. It's only had a couple of things final on the track. but-
Right, so I've talked to the Newfound Boys 4x8 and the Guilford Girls 4x8.
And if I want to go ahead and watch that interview, how would I do that?
You could go to New Hampshire Track and Field and Cross Country on Instagram. Yep, New Hampshire Track and Field on Instagram. Also, later they will be up on the New Hampshire Track and Field YouTube channel.
All right. What's the handle? Is it NHXCTF?
Yes, at NHXCTF on Instagram.
I'm a little bit old with the technology. I'll have to
Okay.
admit, the social media. Do people tag us on that? Is that a thing?
Yes, people. Yeah.
All right.
be
Well, we got a
tagging.
gun up, so I don't need to embarrass myself
These
any
interviews
further.
are gonna come rolling in after these races.
All right. Girls are in their blocks for the girls hurdle finals.
I believe Anelli is still the #1 seed here. Maybe Veronica. Some good races earlier.
Fair start.
Lane 4.
Yeah, 4 is out in front right now.
Veronica Kelly. All right. All right, that Kearsarge girl gave her some competition there.
In host school, Winnisquam's Victoria Kelly with the win. Super excited about it. Rory, you better go grab her for the interview. Arms is way up. Let's see if she can replicate that in the interview. That'd be sweet. Hurdle crew now going to raise the height. We'll get you those official. Great lean. Great lean. We'll get you those official times here in a minute. Hey, you gonna be interviewed. You ready to go? Oh, yeah. Follow my man right there.
That was Veronica Kelly of Winnisquam.
Hurdles going up.
Give it to us, Coach Cox will be stepping away for a second to go grab us the finals for the men's hurdles.
So we see hurdles go up. They also get moved. So you're going to get moved closer to the start line. The distance between hurdles from girls and guys is slightly different because with the guys race, we also add 10 meters to it. And that mostly just has to do with the distance in between hurdles.
I'm kind of surprised the Guilford girl wasn't in that. She did She did won both those. Oops, sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll finish what I was saying there later. In our men's 110 hurls finals, we got Nehemiah Manon Marcuse from Laconia. In lane 2, we got Sebastian Brochu from Kennet. In lane 3, we got Newfound's Quinn Van Lingen. In lane 4, we got Plymouth Regional's Cole Ahern. In lane 5, we got Guilford's Nicholas Haddix. In lane 6, we got Belmont's David Tripp. And then finally in lane 7, we got Guilford's Caden Kerpinick. I think that's right. I'm sorry if I butchered the names again.
It's a lot of hard names today.
Oh, yeah. Last year, I think someone called me Jonas Tweeter. I don't know how you can mess up Teeter, but, you know.
I bet as the day goes on, you'll see how you could mess it up.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. You're just trying to read them. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Roy, of course, having a conversation with us without the headset on. He knows better.
I was just saying how hard it is to say a lot of names.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how do you like UMass Lowell?
I love it. It's awesome. I really like the group of guys there. I like the coaching staff a lot. Yeah, we have a good future looking ahead, so excited to be part of it.
First command given.
And they're off. Looks like Newfound's in front.
Lane 1.
Oh, lane 1 came back there. Newfound definitely was first. So
Wow, that was some troubles.
Yeah.
The winner is Plymouth.
Now it's the finals for the 100, correct?
Rory, you might be running to go do a jump. Just check with him. Yeah, we get the finals for the 100. It's getting a little bit chaotic over there, so we're trying to help them out. I took pictures of the finals. Of course, I took it with the wrong angle. So in this final heat for the 100, the finals for the 100, in lane 1 is going to be Becca from Winnisquam. Lane 2 is going to be Hannah Young from Belmont. Lane 3, Emma Winslow from Belmont. Lane 4, the favorite, Ada Wheat from Kennet. Lauren McPhee from Kingswood, lane 5. She should give her a pretty good run. Juliet Faria from Kearsarge is lane 6. Kylie Raposa from Kingswood is lane 7. And Elma McDonald from Newfound will be lane 8. Wheat's lane 4. I don't know, man. There's some studs in this one. We got Winslow, Wheat, McPhee, and Faria. That's going to be pretty sweet. It's going to be a good race. And then the boys 100 next is going to be even just as good, if not better. There's some really quality races today. But I'm not the sprinting guru like Greg Hall is. I'd have to defer to Greg Hall. He's focused on something else right now. You having fun yet, Jonas?
Oh, yeah.
You can't wait for the 1600, can you? You're just here to scout Gandini, aren't you?
Yeah, it's gonna,
Looking for weaknesses. I'm not sure if he has any weaknesses this season.
Nope. He said he wanted to break 4:20 in the mile, so
today.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check the paces out for that for sure.
Yep. I think there's only like 2 other people under 5 minutes, so we'll see.
He's gonna do a solo effort.
Oh yeah,
pure solo.
100%.
All right, so let's see. Rory's picking Ada Wheat. I'm picking Ada Wheat. Who are you picking, Jonas?
I was gonna say that too, but I think I don't have the names in front
What
of
did
me anymore,
Shavda run yesterday in the 100? Greg, do you remember?
Nope.
I think she ran 12:50 something yesterday.
100 on the girls'
The whole state is the best it's ever been, as far as depth is concerned. Fair start. Wheat always gets the fastest start. McPhee usually rivals her in the start.
It's pretty even right now.
Yeah, Wheat's going to take this
Ah,
one.
yep.
Wheat's going to be first.
Newfound came up a little bit on the end
See the
stretch.
replay here. We'll get you the rest of the places once we see the other camera. Awesome camera angle that we have. That's Wheat. Winslow looks
yeah.
like she's second. Or is it Newfound? No, Newfound second.
Yep. Newfound on the edge.
Newfound on the edge.
We got to come up with some better.
That's
some
Elle McDonald
nicknames.
from Newfound is second. Winslow from Belmont was third, and we'll get official results at some point here. McPhee, Lauren McPhee from Kingswood will be fourth, and then the freshman Faria from Kearsarge is fifth.
We got to make some
Pretty
more
legit.
nicknames like the Great Gandini. Got to start. Wheat. Yeah, I'll figure out one for her.
Ada Wheat's getting brought over for the interview. Let's take a look at this next heat, which is the finals in the men. We've been waiting for this one. In lane 1 is going to be Albert D. Almeida from Laconia, Alan Yap from Bishop Brady lane 2, Jack Beauchene from Bishop Brady lane 3. Lane 4 is going to be Colby Eddie Vetter from Belmont. Lane 5, Isaiah Reese from Guilford. Lane 6 is Damian Sanborn from Belmont. Lane 7, Joshua Genchos, the pre-meet favorite from Bishop Brady. I think
got him.
you're taking him.
Okay.
I'll take Reese. I don't mind.
Yeah, no.
And then
they're both
Plymouth
good.
is Gabriel Keene,
Yeah, very close, those
lane
two.
8.
I think in the, of course we don't have
The whole state's looking at this race
Yeah.
right now,
Oh, yeah.
and they should be.
These are the D3 powerhouse right here.
Oh, that was a great start by Genchos and Reese. Coming towards us. I think Genchos has a slight lead.
Oh, yeah.
Genchos, Reese, that's going to be tight. We got to see. I think Genchos thinks he's got it. Let's see the replay here.
Reese also looks like he got it.
That's Genchos. Bishop Brady gets that over Reese. Third, better from Belmont, I think. Yeah, better from Belmont. Fifth was Damian Sanborn, I believe that is. Oh, no. Fifth was the other Bishop Brady kid that looks like Yap. Plymouth comes out. Gabriel Keene. I can't wait to see the final results now. Saw the race, but now the final results.
So, okay, so we got a lot of people in this. This is a women's 1600. I know that there is a ton of Miss Scenic girls. I know O'Shea's going to come in here and take a big hit. So, run down the list. The first seed right now is Malay Jacques from Kearsarge. Then we got Caitlin O'Shea from Scenic Regional. I know she's going to make a huge dent today. And in third, we got Molten Burrows, Ada Chapman. In fourth, we got Guilford, Anna Sawyer. We got Scenic Regionals, Emma Schoffel. Okay, I'm sorry if I messed that up. White Mountains, Abigail McCrusher. We got White Mountains, Isabella Ford. We got Winnisquam's Brianna Harlow. We got Profiles, Emerson Jet. We got Berlin's Adriana Lafferberv. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm sorry if that's wrong. Belmont's Alyssa Adrian, Messinic Regionals, Brile Shippey.
You done with these names yet? Let's
Nope.
go.
Okay, I'm going. Messinic Regionals, Amelia Smith, Kearsarge, Ava Val, Kennet's Stephanie Kenzarski, and then we got Bishop Brady's Alyssa La Valley. All right, and as I said, O'Shea is going to make some noise in this. She is a freshman, just so y'all know. A freshman that is coming out very, very fast.
All right. Public service announcement. The T-shirts are selling out. The New Hampshire Track and Field T-shirts are selling out of blue. red is going down, dwindling down as well. So if you want to get your New Hampshire Track and Field T-shirt for spring 2023, head on over to the concession stand if you're watching this live here. And in the lead from Kearsarge is male Jacques. Looks as if Caitlin O'Shea is sitting in second. We'll give you a first 400 split here. They're going out pretty hard, actually.
You know, where Caitlin's sitting is actually very, very smart. If you
74
can
high.
just hold on to the back and give chase, you can definitely come across and slingshot into first.
So it's Kearsarge, Messinic, Jacques, and O'Shea.
Anything in a distance race, I'd want to be either behind someone or on the right shoulder of them.
I
There's no
agree,
real better
hunting.
place.
It's better to be hunting than hunted
Oh yeah.
at times, for sure.
Both looking strong right now.
There's a pack. They put a lot in this one heat, 16. Kind of like that, though. You like the big heats, or do you don't even care? You just focus on your own thing.
When I was actually touring Cedarville, I had a meet and we did a mile on an indoor track. There
Yeah.
was 25 kids on the indoor track.
Indoor track.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was terrible.
That's crazy.
but generally I like more packed heats, especially in the mile and 32.
It's around 5:16, 5:18 pace through the 800. First, as we said, Jacques from Kearsarge. Second is O'Shea. Third right now is Molten Burrows, Ada Chapman.
Put on a little bit of lead
White.
space.
Looks like White Mountains McCusker is fifth, or that is that Ford. And then Guilford's Alana Sawyer is, I'm sorry, that was fourth from White Mountains. Fifth is Guilford's Alana Sawyer. It looks like Messinic Sean Lawful is after her. So again, 5:15, 5:16 pace is not too shabby.
Nope.
Wind is starting to pick up a little bit. I can feel it from the south or so. But nothing really to.
Oh yeah.
But last night was crazy.
Last night was a lot
that was
more.
awful.
Yeah. And then there was our last chance meet on Tuesday was so windy. It was
Yeah.
like as
That's
windy
spring
as
in New
yesterday.
Hampshire, it's hit or
Yeah.
miss, really.
Oh yeah. You know, sometimes it's nice to have a tiny breeze, but anything more than like what it is today.
I'll give you a 1,200 split as Jacques continues to lead. O'Shea second. Molten Burrows Chapman is third, just like the seeds said.
Looks like
Lap to
Mullenborough is
go.
catching up to O'Shea just a little bit.
That was a 250 middle 800, so she was 405 through it. So if Jacques is able to push it here, under 520. Legit time. You can see the rest of the field go through the finish line with 1 lap to go. I like watching coaches sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like hearing what they. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's Scott Clark yelling.
We had back when I was a swimmer, we had a coach that would sound like a chicken. It's funny.
What?
Like would just like literally would cheer and like just be like boop boop.
Oh, my
It was like
goodness.
weird, but it sounded like a chicken.
It was like a cadence, though, trying to get cadence as they were breathing.
I don't even know it. You can't even. That was the only coach you could hear because he was so loud.
Got it.
But I don't know. Made me remember it. So.
All right, Jacques is going to be
It's
kind of
alright.
cruising to victory here.
Oh yeah. Opened up a little bit more of a gap on O'Shea there.
And Jacques is going to cross
Finished strong. there.
525, 526. Little peace sign. And then you have O'Shea coming through for second. Chapman for third. Nice 540 range. Solid efforts. And we have a race coming in. We have Shamlawful is going to get the next place, maybe, because
Oh,
she's
looks
getting
like
chased like crazy by
Guilford's coming.
Sawyer.
There you go.
Winnisquam's Harlow. That's White Mountains McCusker. Profiles Emerson Jetty. Belmont's Alyssa Edrin. Other White Mountains, I think that's Isabella Ford. Other Kearsarge, I think it's Ava Valley, and from Messinic is Amelia Smith. And I think that's Brielle Shippey from Messinic finishing. And then Bishop Brady, Alyssa LaValle, followed by Kenneth Stephanie Kenzierski. I think I said that right.
And then we got Patrick coming onto the track now. with a
Oh
few other
gosh,
guys.
finally
Oh yeah.
for Jonas's sake.
We got some.
Waiting for this all day.
But on top of Patrick, we also got some other very, very fast kids here. We got Patrick Gandini from Guilford, as I mentioned, in the number 1
5,
seed.
6, 7, 20 times.
Yeah. In our second place, we got White Mountains Eli Percy. And we got Interlakes Abraham Will Cooley. We got Messinic Regionals Drew Traffy. He's going to make some noise. Kennett's Ben Beach. We got Kingswood Simons Burke. We got that's right. Messinic Regionals Derek Somero. We got Messinic Regionals Dylan Callahan. We got Messinics Dylan Buttrick, and we got Kennett's we got Kennett's Odell.
All right, Gandini wasting no time. Wasting no time getting out hard.
Yeah, so I said earlier, he said he did want to break 420. He would have to do that by himself today because I don't think anyone else will be able to hit a 420 today. But it's possible.
What I'm digging is your second, third, and fourth. They're just not letting them go. They're trying to use them for as long as they can, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Which is smart. Don't go out too hard, though, obviously.
Yeah.
First lap can be a killer in the
105
1600.
would kill you. Yeah, especially if you're right at 5 minutes. 105 would definitely kill you. Not saying I haven't done that before, but yeah. Gandini's still looking strong. Nice form.
It is hard to do this totally on your own.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So Gandini comes through in 63-64, right on pace with what he wanted to do. And right now, second, Eli Piercy with Interlakes, Will Cooley, and Kenneth Ben Bichet. And the rest of the pack cruising safely through and under 80. I feel like Gandini is going to try to pick it up every lap, to be honest with you. That's what you got to kind of do when you're by yourself in the mile. Feel like you're picking it up, and more than likely you're keeping the same pace.
That's what you got to expect.
It's
You
just
can
tough.
negative split a mile. That's insane.
You get negative split any event.
Oh,
if you go
yeah,
slow
but-
enough the first half.
Yep.
That was Coach Hall's way of doing the 800. 4x8 state champ. Did you know that?
No.
Greg was 4x8 state champ, indoor champ.
Wow.
Ask him what his split was.
What was your split?
Why is he ignoring you?
Probably because I didn't have my mic on.
210 through the half.
Perfect pace?
So that was a 66, so he's 64 and change, 65 and change, I would say, in the second 400. We got the split going for the third 400.
Sounds a little.
Rory, get out there and pace him. Let's go.
I don't know if it's because of how I'm hearing things, but it almost sounds like his feet are a little heavy. Patrick. I don't know. Maybe he
What?
just. I don't know. Like when he's hit it. You've never heard that?
Yeah, but some
Like
people
when he
some
hit
people
the-
just are heavy plotters, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he still looks very strong though. Still has that same stride. Call that his cross country stride.
Did you win jab? Did you win javelin?
All right, then we have Patrick coming down this stretch. 1 lap to go after he passes this line.
All right.
No sign of waving.
Going through, we'll give you another split. He's at 316. He could definitely go under
Oh
here.
yeah, 100%. He has a strong.
That was a 66. And he'll close. He'll probably close. He could close in 60 in this, by the way.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean
just letting you know.
he has like 400 speed too. Like anyone that has 400 speed, you can close hard in a race. Like anyone that has 400 speed.
So Aiden will not be able
Oh,
to have
yeah.
close hard then.
Look at this. Yeah.
Second place right now, Kenneth's Ben is taking over second. Will Cooley from Interlakes is taking over third. But White Mountains, Eli Percy is going to try to hang tight. But let's see where 200 to go. He's at 352. I'm talking about Patrick Gandini. Heading off to Naval Academy next year.
Crazy.
Let's see what he has for the last 100. Entering the straightaways at 407. He's got a shot. He's got a shot.
All right, here we go.
17, 18,
All right.
19.
Right
right at
over it.
421,
It's all good, though.
422. Closing at 64, 65. Does not look that tired.
Oh no,
Go get him, Rory.
it's Patrick. Can't make him tired.
That's pretty legit. It looks like Wills Cooley has won the battle. Will Cooley has won the battle for second. He's going to be finishing from Interlakes. He's going to be finishing in about 4:49. Kennett and White Mountains are battling it out. And it'll be Percy from White Mountains. But Ben from Kennett supersedes his seed time. Kingswood's Simon Butka is next. Messinics is that Drew Traffy.
No, Drew
No.
Traffy's the next
That's
one. That's Drew
Derek
Traffy,
Summerall,
yeah.
then Drew Traffy.
Yep.
Looks like they're cruising today. Another Messinic.
Yeah, I know Drew Traffy can run like a low 10 in the 32, so you'd expect he's probably saving for that or saving for Wednesday.
That's real good.
I can do this one.
All right.
All right. This was a lot easier.
We'll have Jonas introduce all the
Uh,
relay teams. How's
So
that?
we have three teams in the 4x1, and we're gonna have in lane 3 Profile Academy. In lane 4 we got Newfound Regional, and then in lane 5 we got Messinic Regional.
You just discovered why one of my favorite meets to commentate is the Clipper Relays. Because it's just the school names, and that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else you can add is a bonus. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like Messinic. I can see their names, but I'm not gonna say their names because I'm gonna butcher them again. But I see.
And we don't necessarily know if they're accurate. We'll go with that.
I see both the O'Shea twins are going to be in this if they actually are, and you know that's they're distance runners, so that's gonna be interesting. Looks like it's accurate. I see both the O'Shea twins out there.
We looking at just one heat?
I think so. Never mind. There are 2 heats.
I see the second heat approaching as we take a look at this first heat.
All right. It looks like Messinic's in first, but you know there's a stagger, so.
Yeah, Profile might be close, but I do think Messinic is in
Oh,
front
yeah.
currently. And we
Now,
see that
yeah.
now for sure.
Yep. As Messinic hands off to its last leg right here. Still pretty close. Still doable. All right, let's see. Looks like Profile's coming back just a little bit. And that Profile passes, and we'll take this one. Still a very, very fast time. All right, so we got Heat 2 with 8 seeds. We got in lane 1, White Mountains. In lane 2, Guilford. In lane 3, Plymouth Regional. In lane 4, we got Kennett. In lane 5, we got Belmont. In 6, we got Winnisquam. In 7, we got Mascoma Valley. And finally in 8th, we got Laconia. And I believe in this race you got the girl in the Belmont race right now. She's very, very fast. I can't remember if she did hurdles or 100. Let me just check that. Yeah, Winslow. Very, very fast.
Just waiting on one team set their blocks. Call Coach Cox a field reporter right now as he is holding the pair of blocks, but also having a conversation with the athlete. So see what he has to say when he gets back. I was never one to talk to athletes a whole lot when they're getting in their blocks before a race.
Yeah.
I like to just give them the ability to focus.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you stay nice, loose, relaxed, joke around with them, but once they're in that lane and getting in those blocks, it's go time.
Are you a music person before? Like, blare music in the headphones?
No, I didn't need to. I mean, there's nothing against it, that's for sure, as we have Heat 2 off.
Who do you guys got?
I have Belmont. Because they have Winslow opening, you got to have someone fast closing. So.
Yeah.
And Winslow's definitely making some noise recently. But looks like
I'm part of the Ada
Kearsarge
Wheat fan club,
or
so.
Kenneth, sorry. Yeah. Wait, is she running?
Yeah, she's
this?
anchor leg, I think I see.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's interesting, you know, the
Kenneth's
strategies for where to put your fast athletes
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
You
know,
wanna play
typically
chase?
you want your lead leg to be someone who's
Yep.
really good at blocks. The second leg has the potential to
Oh,
be the
yeah.
longest leg. And then obviously you want someone who has the ability to finish, especially when it comes close like we're seeing.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
honestly, I still think Kenneth took that one, but that was very close. Very, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Kenneth. We can see just
This was
fix
close.
that in a second. You can see just how close they were.
I was. I'm not racing. I didn't race, so.
All right, so next event on the track will be our boys variety of the 4x100.
All right, there's going to be 2 heats. Sorry for my little lateness.
I mean, I can do the teams if you want. You
All
know.
right, we got Newfound in Franklin. Never heard of Franklin.
Hmm?
I don't know. Has Franklin done anything else today?
I don't know. They had a short drive, though. They're right next to Tilton.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure next heat we're going to see Bishop Brady throw down a very fast time. They have like 3
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
sprinters. I think they actually have 4 amazing sprinters.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
no,
have 4.
They've got
Yeah.
a really strong team this year.
Yeah, it's crazy. As Coach Cox said, I definitely think they have a chance with nationals this year, which would be amazing.
First command given. This guy's pretty quick to set their blocks.
Looks like Newfound has the lead even.
Yeah,
in the
they made up
stagger.
that stagger on the first leg, so that always helps things out. We see Newfound in white, Franklin in blue.
Looks like Franklin might have came back a little bit there.
Newfound holding on to it, Franklin, even
Oh,
with
yeah.
that turn not going away. It's going to be close enough where it can come down to that final leg, assuming handoffs go okay.
Looks like Newfound will still hold on to this. Oh, yeah. Still a very, very good
Yeah,
time.
it's
for
not
both of
bad.
them. Yeah. Was that like 51? Something around that. 52?
All right, Heat 2. Setting their blocks.
Heat 2, we got in lane 1, Mascoma Valley. In lane 2, we got Laconia. In lane 3, we got Kennett. In lane 4, we got Bishop Brady. In 5, we got Belmont. In 6, we got Kearsarge. In 7, we got Prospect Mountain. And then in 8, we have Winnisquam. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is going to be fun to watch.
So, money on Brady.
Oh, yeah. 100%. They're sitting in the top spot right now.
Yeah. No disrespect to the other teams. It's just Brady's been.
They've been making noise this whole year and last year. But
Yeah.
yeah. You just got to expect. But, Belmont's still very fast with their sprinters, too. So they could give them some chase.
And I mean, as we see, in those national teams, doesn't matter if you have the 4 fastest guys. It also the handoffs have to be there. So
Oh, yeah.
any day could go to any team.
Yeah, handoffs are key, man. When I went to Ohio, it's so funny to watch. I thought New Hampshire's handoffs were bad. Handoffs are definitely key to making a 4x1, especially faster.
All right, first command given for this second heat of 2. Again, Brady has that top seed coming in there in green in lane 4. Fair start for the 8 teams.
All right. I think they put what's his name? Genchos in second, in their second seed. Kind of surprising. Different way of doing it.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little bit late. Again, I mean, your fastest guy can be leg 2 because in theory you can give him the stick for the longest duration.
Yep.
As we see, Brady is indeed going to finish this one up in first.
But still not terrible for these other 2 teams that were right beside them. What is that? Kennett and Belmont? They were very close. It's a very, very good job. So I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to let Lars Hogany come and speak on the mic.
Sounds good. Stealing all our heat sheets and information that we might need. It's funny, Coach Cox says no athletes at this meet. Always says he's going to stick around commentating the whole time, and always manages to wander off and have a few conversations here and there. Gets excited about the sport and some of the people helping out with it. Next event on the track looks to be our girls 400 meters. And as heat 1 of 3 takes off, bring in cameraman in the first half of the day. Once he puts his headset on, he's getting comfortable first. What's up, Lars?
Howdy.
What's it like up there?
Not windy, which was the case yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday at Seacoast it was a bit of wind going on. So I don't think we've introduced who's in this heat, so I'm going to go ahead and
All right, so in lane 3, we got Maya Butin of Woodsville. And lane 4, we got Maya Wedge of Berlin. Lane 5, we got Haley Greenwood of Laconia. And in 6, we got Jennifer Watson of Plymouth Regional.
well,
And
right now it is lane 6 finishing up.
Yeah. That would be Jennifer Watson.
Yeah, so we see her take the win for Heat 1 for Plymouth. Just like that, we'll go ahead and move on to Heat number 2. Like to welcome back Coach Cox, who said he was going to be commentating all day today.
Hey, I had to hold blocks. They didn't have enough people to hold blocks.
I saw that.
And I have to say hi to Artie
field
Demers.
reporter.
You
Sure.
cannot not say hi to Artie Demers.
How's he doing?
He's doing well. He was officiating lawn jump. He's just like, I just love talking to fans of the sport. They notice stuff that you don't normally notice, especially as being a former coach. So
In
Was
terms
that
of talking to people, I
Yeah.
noticed that you're also harassing whoever you're holding the blocks for.
I was just asking if they were ready to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. As I was saying, normally, once the athlete they're at their blocks or lane, I typically wouldn't talk to them. I'd
No.
let them be in their own headspace. But
No, I just asked him if he was ready to go. That's
it's a
all.
lot of progressions to go through mentally.
I have a new favorite uniform. I like Belmont's uniform. That's what I noticed at the blocks. So we got Heat 2 of 3 here.
In this heat, we got Braylon Stone of Muscoma Valley, Lily Johnson of Franklin, Caden Robb of Winnisquam, Heron Hannon of Plymouth Regional, and Marjorie Young of the White Mountains.
Lars, I just have to be honest.
He had no idea you were
I
there.
had no idea you were sitting there.
Really?
Was Jonas wearing the same color jacket or something?
I don't think
I was
so.
focused. I just got the ribbon as soon
I
as I
was
sat
wondering
down
why
from
you were
Greg, and
looking at me
I
like
got
that.
distracted. And all of a sudden I hear Lars's deep voice. That was great.
That was good.
But yeah, no, I like Belmont's uniform. Muscoma's still my favorite, though, I think. Those forward ones were pretty good, though. Kenneth pulled that out right at the end on the girl side. Bishop Brady's still just cruising this year. It looks like is that Plymouth? Plymouth's in the lead right now. Plymouth's Hannon. But Franklin's going to have something to say about that coming in here.
That's Lily Johnson.
Lily Johnson is going to take the win for Heat number 2. Nice job, Lily Johnson. I mean, like, see the Muscoma uniform. Then you have the headband, matches. It's great. So here we go. The heater heat, as they say. Lars, who do we have in Heat number 3?
Starting in lane 1, we got Allison Kenyon of Guilford. We got Jalen Nilitz of Belmont, Caitlin O'Shea of Messinic, Piper Lipinchansky of Kennett, Kylie Rapaza of Kingswood, Marcella Denito of Kingswood, Jenny Lutz of Muscoma Valley, and Katrina Dubé of White Mountains.
And I don't see Jenny Lutz of Muscoma. Looks like lane 7 is empty.
Yeah.
Who you got? I'm gonna pick Danita. I'm going away from my preferred lane. She and the Hunter look pretty good today. Although Raposa's pretty good too. Lopashinsky's really good. I'm just gonna pick Danito. See what happens. Danito, I'm going away. I gotta pick an off preferred lane at some point. That's what I'm doing. All I know is lane 2's doing a dance. Jalen from Belmont. She's dancing before she's racing.
Think her coach told her to do
I
that?
might have to change and pick her. She's got energy. Jalen's doing a dance in lane 2, Scotty. Did you show her those moves? Fair start. I'd say early lead is Lopushinsky. Would have to be the favorite.
Out of lane 4.
Yeah, preferred lane. See, I shouldn't have
Yeah.
done that. But the 400's a long event, and Raposa's giving chase. Danito's giving chase, and O'Shea is as well. O'Shea, I would think, is the biggest mover on that backstretch, aside from Lopushinsky,
She's definitely got the lead. I mean,
for sure. I'm wondering if the Kingswood can beat their coach across the track. That's Mick. Good stride, Mick. Then coming off the turn, it's definitely a Lopushinsky with a pretty comfortable lead. Cruising down. She just stays strong. She's going to be all set. She's tying up a little bit. Raposa's making this a little bit of a race here. And it's Piper Lopushinsky with the win. Raposa looks like she was second. We'll look at the replay for third and fourth. I think it was Messina and then Danito. And then, yep, Lopushinsky, Raposa, O'Shea, Danito. Oh,
that's
I think
close.
O'Shea still has it. Better lean by Danito for sure. That's her 100-meter background.
Yeah, I give that a lane 2.
Yeah, that was a better lean there. And then we had Guilford coming through. And Belmont, the dancer, Jalen.
Yep.
And then that was White Mountains, Doobie coming in. So down to the guys now. Here we go. How many heats we got in this, Lars?
We have 3 heats of the boys 400 meters. In this first heat, we got Brody Palmbeater, Evan Thurston, Ryan Casey, and Francis McComiskey.
Francis Ford Coppola. You don't know that reference, do you?
No.
It's okay. Too much.
Standing up.
Too much movement. Professional starter, Richard Schultanis. No movement. Here we go. Fair start.
Looks maybe like Ryan Casey with the early lead here of Bishop Brady. Still hanging on.
Coming up on the inside.
Kingswood moving up.
Yeah, Kingswood now in front.
That's Evan Thurston. Looks like he's going to take this one. Late surge. That was Evan Thurston taking that heat. Looked like Francis McComiskey was second.
All right, who's in this next heat, Lars?
In Heat 2, we have Tyler Durand of Belmont, Seth Charest of Kingswood, David Young of Berlin, Gunnar Marvel of Guilford, and Shay Lownane of White Mountains.
They're calling the girls 800, and it's only 11:48. They're calling the girls 800. It's only 11:48. This meet's flying. Wonder if Londonderry has taken off yet.
Londonderry with a little bit later of a start, so we get our first command.
Looks like we got Shay
Whoa.
from White Mountains out front here.
Ah.
Oh, no.
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 Guilford. Belmont.
Belmont.
Belmont's making up the stagger quick.
Yeah, he's in lane 2. and he's up there. So
That's Berlin. That's Belmont. Tyler Durant.
yeah,
He's a solid. He's solid.
You're not wrong about Guilford, though. They're sticking around. Get to that straightaway, about even.
It's Guilford's going to come away with this. And that's Guilford's Gunnar Marvel. He'll be in the next superhero movie. Nice job, Gunnar. Looking good.
Tyler
That's a great-
Durant.
that's a great name.
Second.
That's
Yeah,
a great name,
it
Gunnar
is.
of Marvel. You found Piper, Rory. Good. Good job. Congratulations.
Is Rory going to be doing this at our divisional meets?
I think so.
All right, so Now we
Wait.
know.
No, I don't think so. No, they're gone. Nope. No.
okay, never mind. You can't find him there for an interview.
No. Still figuring out staffing. Graduation, Division III night, going back to pick up stuff the next couple days. But Meet of Champions. Meet of Champions. Rory will be around.
Couple of sprinkles in the air.
All right, we got the third and final heat of the boys 400 meters. We have Eli Percy, Braden Raposa, Casey Arsenal, Tristan Kamen, Brendan Goodwin, Wyatt Lawton, Jace Gooden, and Ross Stevens.
And a little bit of movement in the block, so they're going to have him stand it up. Try this again. Fair start this time for the guys. Again, this is heat 3 of 3.
Gonna have to say, looks like lane 4, which would be Tristan Kamen of Interlakes. Although it's definitely a tight race up there.
Yeah, looks like lane 6 might be in the mix
Yeah.
as well. Hard to see from this angle, of course. I already see hurdles in motion as well. So not messing around here in our final heat, the boys 400
like-
meter.
Kamen, Tristan from Interlakes.
Hangs on. Late press from Kingswood.
That's Raposa. I'm wondering if that's for the Raposa brother-sister duo. No, that's not Raposa. That's
Casey
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah, congratulations. But the winner was Interlakes
Tristan Kamen.
Tristan Kamen. Congratulations. 2023 Wilderness Champ.
Assuming there wasn't a time from the other heats, but usually not the case. For first place, at least. So we can see some hurdles getting set now. And see, hurdle crew pretty efficient here today.
Definitely.
Most hurdles are all set. I think just one or two in lane 6 being squared away, but I can tell you the last 3 sets look pretty good, and the first 2 sets look pretty good.
So this will be the first heat of the girls 300-meter hurdle. First and only heat, I should say. In lane 1, we have Aspen Filler-Brown of Belmont. We have Malis Nolet of Guilford, Victoria Kelly of Winnisquam, Lauren McPhee of Kingswood, Ellie Wimmer of Kearsarge, Adeline Takanchis of Belmont, Elena Trempe of Mascoma Valley, and Cora Trace of Berlin.
Well, winner for the girls will come from this heat, I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Fair start. Looks like maybe lane 5 out in front right now.
Yep. I think.
I think that's, what, Ellie of Kearsarge? See
Yeah.
if that holds true as they come around this corner. Actually,
I don't
it's
think
getting
that's-
close. Neck and neck right now between Ellie and Lauren.
Yep.
Ellie in blue, Lauren in gray.
It's really tight. Wow.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a lead, but a little bit of a stumble,
Lauren's
and we
gonna
got to
take it.
switch.
Lauren McPhee from Kingswood's going to take that one just barely. Overtakes Ellie Wimmer of Kearsarge, finished in second.
So ends up being a really close race there.
It's good to see when you have an event with only one heat that it could be pretty spread out, so good to see a tight race up front.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's pretty helpful for everyone. So, all right.
On to the boys, 300.
Yeah, I see those hurdles coming up.
We've got 2 heats. The first section only has 2 athletes, consisting of Sebastian Brochu from Kennett and Aubin Allard of White Mountains.
Got another wall assembled on our tent. Help with a couple of that drops coming in. All of a sudden, it gets a lot warmer in here. I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up.
You can see the hurdle crew sporting the bright orange. Fair start for the first heat of 2. Looks relatively even for now. Maybe the slight edge to Sebastian Brochu of Kennett.
Well, I'll take your word on it. I can't see anything with that. A little bit there for the inside. That is Sebastian. And he continues to be out in front ever so slightly. And that lead has expanded coming onto the final straightaway.
His race to lose at this point.
Still got to make it over every hurdle. One
Yeah.
more remaining for the guys.
And he's good. There we go. That was Sebastian Brochu of Kennett. Taking that heat. And we will move on to section 2 of the boys 300-meter hurdles. In this heat, we have Avery Woods of Winnisquam, Landon Fogg of Plymouth Regional, Aiden Malik of Guilford, Nate Steigmeyer of Bishop Brady, Nicholas Haddix of Guilford, Tyler McCluskey of Kennett, Caden Krupnick of Guilford, and David Tripp of Belmont.
All right, first command's given. On your mark. See those guys jumping around. Okay, they're off. Heat 2.
Looks like we got
Oh my gosh, first hurdle.
Nate Stagmeyer, maybe, and the lead right now. Bishop Brady.
I might
might
put that
be,
inside of Brady. Give
Might
it a
be
Guilford.
Aiden Malik of Guilford.
He's made it to stagger. Oh, that's good. Yep.
Pretty close race for these front three.
Anything can happen though. It's the hurdles.
Yeah. All it takes is
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is getting good. Even through the last hurdle.
Ooh,
I
You have
think
to wait for the
I think
replay on
was
that one.
Guilford,
that was a
but
close one.
And they're hugging it out. Hugging it out.
That was a close one.
That's a pretty painful race.
Go ahead and take a look at it.
So coming in. Oh wait,
Oh,
look
wow.
at this lean. I still think it's
yeah.
Guilford.
Yeah,
Guilford.
Aiden Malik of Guilford. coming
Great
out of lane
race.
3. Great lean by Stagmeyer, but
Heck of a lean.
just shy.
I'm being summoned.
Shout out to Chrissy Heichel, making sure our discus winner can get to prom on time. Verifying some results ahead of them being official. Official doing that means they're pretty legit. As we have our girls taking the line.
This is heat 1 of the girls 800 meters. We have Ellie DeFrancesco, Kylie Burkhart, Caitlin O'Brien, Emerson Jett, Alyssa LaValle, Autumn Varan, Riley DeGange, and Megan Hughes.
I'm velcroed together.
Looks like Moultonborough.
Get a closer
would
look
be-
here. You got the best view right there. I'm letting you know right now.
I know. Looks like Kylie Burkhart of Moultonborough. I believe she's doubling back from the 4x8 for the open 8. We've got Emerson Jett moving on the outside here. Looks like she's taking the lead. Anybody's race at this point.
Oh yeah, they're staying close.
Yep.
Approaching the 400-meter mark.
Yep, that would be Emerson Jett, followed by Kylie Burkhart.
She earned herself the bell. We'll see if she can hold on to that lead. Lead has expanded. Lars, how was your first year at college?
It was pretty good. Definitely some adjustments, but it was good enough that I'm going back. So.
Hey, there you go. Now, am I correct in assumption of roommate? Is it who I think it is? You don't have to say their name. I don't want to call anyone out, but
Yes.
okay.
It
Now,
is
how is
your
your
assumption.
roommate?
He's good.
Okay. Oh, if
Yeah.
he's good, that's a boring answer. I guess you can.
Yeah.
Tyler Sheedy, of course, who is in Londonderry for us today.
Yep.
So it's got to be a pretty fun dynamic for you two to go through everything together. Still, obviously, you knew each other going into it, but not necessarily.
Not super well, but
Yep.
I did know who he was. We got Emerson Jett holding on to the lead here.
Yeah, she's going to go ahead and take heat number 1 of 2.
Looks like Alyssa LaValle is going to take second. I think she was in about 4th or 5th coming into the second lap, so big moves from her. And then we have 2 Belmont athletes, teammates, rounding out 3rd and 4th. And that will move us into section 2 of 2 for the girls 800 meters.
How is it competing in college?
It's different, a lot less frequent, so.
Yeah, definitely a different dynamic when it comes to the schedule. You know, more of an emphasis placed on indoor versus outdoor because college, you're out of season so quick.
Yep.
All right, who we got here in this third heat? Jordy, introduce her.
Yeah. So in lane 1, moving out, we have Molly Ellison.
I'm picking her.
We got we have Shannon Abrams, Alana Poehler, Reagan Sutherland, Erin O'Shea, Abigail McCusker, Isabella Ford, Grace Elliott, Heron Hennon, Leah Innes, and Rebecca Edgren.
All I'm saying, guys, is it's noon and we're on the 800s. I think we're going to beat the rain. Should I not say that yet? Greg?
Not yet, please.
I think we are. Dude, we're going to beat the rain.
When I looked this morning, it said 3 p.m., but
Got to remember, we got to break down, too, before the rain comes.
I remember, but you're right. You're right. Your car is very close, though.
All right, nice shot of the girls here for our second heat. I'm going to go ahead, step up to the line. And that
O'Shea right to the lead. Oh, no.
race to the edge.
Ellison gets it.
Ellison, O'Shea, and Abrams forming a bit of a lead pack here.
I think that's Ellison out front, isn't it?
It is. O'Shea and Abrams hanging on right there, latching on.
Yeah, through the 400. Ellison leading in 69.70 seconds. 2:20 pace.
Not bad.
Giving chase, like you said, is Abrams. In third place is Kenneth. Oh, not sorry, that's Abrams. Is that
That's,
Interlakes? Polar?
Regan Sutherland, I think.
In third place, Caitlin O'Shea of Messina. In second place, Kylie
Londonderry's on the 4x1s right now.
of the girls, 400 meters.
Bit of a lead for Ellison, but it doesn't look like it's growing necessarily.
In the boys, 400 meters. Sixth place, Jace Gooden of White Mounts.
Londonderry Barhanu Harriman won the mile in 4:27.
Place, Wyatt Lawton of Pro.
And the girls' mile,
Place, Brendan Goodwin of Winnisquam.
1-2 for Silva and Grew from Pinkerton. But here we have Molly Ellison striving to the finish. Last 100 uncontested, has run solo the entire way, right?
Yep. Well, just about.
And she's going to be trying to break 2:20, but she's going to run 2:22, 2:23. Nice job, Molly Ellison.
And then we got Erin
No, Kenneth's.
Shannon Abrams. Ooh.
Interlakes.
Lead at the line for Interlakes Alana Poehler. Just beating out Reagan Sutherland of Plymouth. That's O'Shea finishing up.
At this time, I just want to recognize that in the 4x1 men's relay, the previous wilderness record was 45-1, and Bishop Brady ran 44.94. So we have a new meet record for the 4x1. Congratulations, Bishop Brady.
All right, boys, 800.
All 200-meter runners should be checked in, hipped up, know their heat assignment, and headed down to the 200-meter start.
We got heat number 1 for the boys 800. There's 2 heats. Guilford's Aiden Bondaz,
200-meter runners.
Ben Serranier from Guilford, Brody Albanese from Muskoma Valley, Seth Charis from Kingswood, Prospect Mountain's Avery Gunta, Guilford's Henry Stowe, Bishop Brady's L.J. Putnam, and Newfound's Caleb Anair.
All right, here we go.
Guilford pair out front.
Yeah, pretty substantial lead for this early. Coach Cox, who's that out in front?
That is Guilford's Aiden Bondaz or
That's Bondez.
Ben Serranier.
That's
I think it's
sticker
Bondez.
number 1.
Good job.
In 4th place, Victoria Kelly.
And I think that's actually Henry Stowe in 2nd.
In 3rd place, Adeline
Henry Stowe has a sister, doesn't he? That's pretty good last year, last couple of years.
from Kearsarge Pelly went
Graduated.
the girls 300-meter hurdles.
Guilford has a long history of 800s and milers. Gandini getting ready for the next heat on the infield.
Bondez looking smooth. We have
Putnam in second.
L.J. Putnam.
That's going to be a pretty awesome race for second in this heat.
6 guys all in that secondary pack there. A few guys trying to make a move.
Steve Meyer of Bishop Brady and winning the men's 300 hurdles in a time of 41.91.
Bondez looking strong, but watch out for Kingswood's Seth Charis.
Oh, he is moving. He might take this. Closing pretty hard. I don't know. He's only got 10
Kingswood's
meters
still
at this point.
going. Bondez is strong though.
Bondez holds on. Great late effort by Kingswood.
Nice job to Bondez. 217 and change.
Seth Sherest in 2nd, and Brody Albanese of Muskoma taking 3rd.
All right, here we go. Next heat, fast heat, the heater heat. Patrick Gandini, lane 1. Wyatt Lawton from Profile, lane 2. Landon Falk from Plymouth. In position 3, Carter Forrest from Guilford, position 4. Jason Diamond from Kearsarge, Eli Percy from White Mountains, Henry Osmond from Windsquam, Baden Lewis from Belmont, and Isaac Nudd Homeyer from Interlakes. All right, Jonas had the skinny on this one. I wonder what he's trying to run now. I bet you he's trying to break 2 at least. He's probably going to try to rip this one pretty good. He's ready. 2 more Guilford in this. Man, they probably have a pretty decent 4x8 if they ever think they'll run it.
See if anybody dares to go with the great Gandini. Doesn't look like it.
Coach, do you ever coach the start in an 800? How to start?
I have. Do you have a specific question with that one, or are you thinking of a specific
Well,
moment?
I would have done something slightly different than Gandini, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm correct. He had his eyes up on the starter.
Yeah.
I would have just head down, relax, Focus on waiting for the sound of the gun.
He at least had the right arm up. Because a lot of kids, believe it or not, distance kids, I think Lars was one of them.
Really?
He'd have his
Oh,
he'd
yeah.
have his left foot
Yeah.
up and his left arm up, and that's not how you run. My daughter does that.
Yeah, I've had to talk to a couple of
Yeah.
your distance kids about starting on the opposite foot or
58
Switching
through the
arms.
400. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
you tell them, but you can only lead a horse to water, so it's up to them to drink it.
Yep. When in fog, I think that is.
You're in a
it's-
fog when
oh,
you're
no.
out starting on the line and putting the same arm up as your foot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's exactly.
That's
what
one
I'm
of my pet peeve, frustrating moments is when they don't listen with that. It's just they're so concerned about how they look and they don't understand how they look.
to me, it's like you do it, your workouts and everything, do it all the same.
Yeah,
And just
I
get
agree.
used to the repetition of it, and you don't have to think about it.
Right, exactly. So we're at, I'll tell you where he's at the final stretch. He just looks so smooth. He's one of the smoothest runners in New Hampshire for sure. Coming off the turn, he's at 148. I think he's basically doing a workout here,
Yeah.
just cruising.
A couple of time trials today.
Yeah. Maybe
Just over
202, 203.
203.
Yeah, he's just working out.
That is a
Guilford
good kick
gets-
here, huh?
Guilford get the 1-2 punch here.
I tell you,
With,
the other
Carter
heat's going to have
Forrest.
somebody. No, they're not going to have. That's pretty good. 1-2.
In sixth place, Becca
So that was Carter Forrest, and then third was Winnisquam's Henry Osmer.
place, Isidore
Strong runner.
in fourth place, Mary
Nice job, everybody.
in third place, Cheyenne Magoon.
All right, next
Yeah.
event on the track.
200s.
And the winner of the women's distance,
How many heats of girls do we have?
We have 4 heats of
Four.
girls.
Isabella Lapoon.
In this heat, we have Zariah Moore of Winnisquam, Ella Claudio, Plymouth Regional, Addie Wernig, Guilford, and Sydney Bartlett of Guilford.
Guilford celebrating Carter being second. I said that they have a good team, tight team.
Who's favorite to win it for the boys?
I think it's Guilford. I think it's going to be Guilford.
Any thoughts on the girls' side of things?
Now, yeah, I'm going to wait for the preview for that one. I think it's pretty tight, actually.
Yeah.
You could expect meet previews. Sunday, the Division III seating meeting takes place, and as soon as those finalized entries come out, oh, we're in the blocks already. As soon as those finalized entries come out, I'm sure we'll get previews from Mike Smith for D3.
Looks
then-
like we might be missing somebody in this one.
D1 and D2, the seating meeting's Monday. As you know, next week D1, D3 is on Wednesday, D1 is on Thursday, and D2 is on Friday. And we'll head down this final stretch. Who's that? Plymouth. Plymouth's Ella
Ella
Claudio.
Claudio.
She's gonna
Followed
be
by
challenged by
Zariah
Winnisquam,
Moore
huh? Yeah.
of Winnisquam, and Addie Wernig of Guilford.
There it is. Nice job.
So that's the first time they've had states on a
All weekdays.
Wednesday,
All
Thursday, Friday
weekdays,
thing.
and
And
Thought behind that was if there's a rain out, they have Saturday as the rain date. Because all the years it seems like if there's a rain out on Saturday or on Friday, you try to make it up on Sunday, it excludes a lot of kids. So, and especially Memorial Day weekend. So that's what the thought process is. But yeah, so it's a quick turnaround for D3. And D3's meet is held at Sanborn Regional High School. And you might be thinking, well, I thought that was a D2 school. Not this year. They're D3, so they're hosting. They do have lights everywhere. And then D1 is hosted back at Salem, which it was last year. And they do have lights as well. D1's used to that afternoon, evening. And then D2 is at Oyster for the first time. Who we got in this next heat?
in this heat, Heat 2, we have Maya Wedge, Lily Johnson, Mackenzie Valancourt, Mia Ray, Gabriella Cubero, Marjorie Young, Kaylee Dinsmore, and Maya Butin.
All right, let's see how they do coming off the turn.
Looks
First
like
Kennett.
Gabriella Cubero of Kennett
Wow,
in lane 5.
impressive.
late push from
Messinics,
Messinic.
Valancourt. And it might have been Valancourt on that one.
I think it must. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Yep.
Yep. You should text Landon and see if that's a cousin or a sister.
Where
Text
is
him right now,
Landon?
Roy. Right
He
now.
should be here.
Yeah, where's Landon Valancourt today? Maybe he could be at D3s though.
Might be a good option.
All right. Can you text Landon Valancourt? Ask him why he's here today, not here today, Rory, to support an obvious relative. And also ask him if he's free to work the D3 meet on Wednesday night. Talk about somebody that gave everything he had in races. Landon gave everything he had in races. You had to beat him.
Moving on to Heat 3.
I don't know about Lars, though.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We've got Danessa Williams, Sydney Valenti, Allison Kenyon, Katrina Dube, or Dube, Jasleen Fogarty, Aiden Malloy, Carly Claft, and Chloe Kane.
Give Tyler Sheedy a shout out with giving it everything in a race.
Yeah. Famous
When has he
dairy
done that?
field.
What are you
Nice,
talking about?
nice little crawl at States.
Yeah.
Jasleen Fogarty.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, I hope she didn't hurt herself. Maybe she just caught a spike from profile. I think she's tired. That was scary. That was like a flashback to Ty Doro last night.
Yeah, that was rough.
Best wishes to Ty Doro.
Yep.
Definitely want him back for States. One of the best sprinters in the state. Looked like he had a little slight pull of a muscle last night. But he is also one of the best sportsmen in the state. Great sportsmanship. Seems to want to cheer for everybody. Even on his rival high school team. It says something. So best wishes to Ty Duro. Heal up.
Get the final heat of the girls 200 here. We have Hannah Young, Amelia Kilmister, Juliet Faria, Ada Wheat, Ava Lacasse, Emma Winslow, Ainsley Frankiewicz, and Jennifer Watson. Clean start.
Fourth and final heat.
Indeed. Looks like Ada Wheat of Kennett from lane 4.
Yeah, no surprise there with Wheat. Just going to go ahead and take this one.
And with that, we will move on to our boys 200-meter heats. We have 4 of those as well. In section 1, we have Nick Woodward, Riley Emerton, Adam Kimball, Shay Lownane, Richard Johnson, and George Sarkis.
It's crazy to think Tyler's crawl was a year and a half ago. I keep thinking it was this past season.
Yeah. Was that Dairyfield or was that State? I think
that was at.
Was that Manchester or was that?
It was Manchester. It was
Yeah,
Dairyfield.
okay. Well, either way, it's the Dairyfield, but yeah. All right.
Heat 1 coming down the pipe.
Looks like Adam Kimball. But nope, never mind. That looks like Riley Emerton of Woodsville going to take that one.
Davis of Plymouth. Fifth place, Aaron O'Shea of Messinic. Fourth place, Regan Sunderland of Plymouth. In third place, Alana Polar of Interlace. In second place, Shannon Abrams of Kennett. The winner of the women's 800 meters in the time of 2:23.55 seconds. From Kearsarge, Molly Ellison. For the boys 800, sixth place, Isaac Nutt.
Section 2 of the boys 200, we have Nathan Lavoie, Tegan Drake, Jaron Sleeper, Tyler Walcott, Noah Whipple, Quentin Cloutier, Keegan Cooper, and Nicholas Christopoulos.
800, no surprise in the time of 2:03.48 seconds from Guilford, the great Gandini.
Mike Smith doing the public address announcing today. Feeling the freedom to go ahead and not just announce Patrick Gandini taking the win for the 800, but the great Gandini taking the win. I think we've asked him before how he feels about being called the great Gandini. I can't remember his answer, though. I have to touch base with him on that again. Roy, have you interviewed him yet? Oh, he knows now.
I have interviewed him. I interviewed him with his teammate who won the javelin as well. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, haven't gotten him for the 800. Haven't gotten him to the 800, but he'll come around.
Ooh,
Close one.
between Kennett and Woodsville,
Yeah, they were all piled in there.
which is
Yeah, that
Jaron
was
Sleeper
close.
and Tyler Walcott.
It was close, but still easy enough to tell who took that.
Tyler Walcott of Kennett. Jaron Sleeper next, and then
Just as a heads up, if
5.
you missed some of those
Noah Whipple of Kearsarge.
cheeseburgers, they're just about out. So if you've been waiting,
Yeah, the tricky thing about the interviews is that sometimes when one person wins another thing, the odds are they're probably going to win another thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't. It's nice to do the
When
both
the,
events in the same interview.
when the athletes know that there's that potential and they wait and they know to
Yeah.
come over,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's on them really at that
Yeah.
point. So like Ada Wheat just won the 100, the 4x1, and then just also won the 4x2 or the 200.
Yeah.
So
I
Good
know.
probably
for
not going to
the-
get that third interview, but
No,
that's okay.
it's like I know, when I was back in high school, you win an event or you place an event, I'm not picking up the medal till the end of the day. I got
Yeah.
3 more events to go. Like,
Yeah. No, I tried to hold off on. Sometimes my local newspaper would be there, and I'd try and hold off on talking to them until the very end of the meet.
Section 3, we have Jeffrey Carrier, David Young, Gabriel Keene, Garrett Emery, Logan Gilmore, Connor Jordan, Jace Gooden, and Elliot Geisler. Yeah, I know at Oyster River there was 2 athletes that won 4 events each.
Oh my gosh.
is that
I-
including relays?
It does.
Yeah. Okay.
2 individual events and 2 relays, I believe, for each of them. So
Oh.
Uh-oh. It's going to be a tough day for lane 2.
Never want to see that.
No.
Gabrielle Keene, Plymouth, gonna take that one.
How many more heats?
results in men.
We have 1 more heat.
Okay.
David Duquette of Berlin. In fifth place, Barnaby Dine of Muskoma. In fourth place, from Muskoma, and I was given this last name, Garrett Ravioli. In third place, from Belmont, Brady.
I feel like
In second
Mike
place,
Smith's,
Trevor
time on this headset has given him a little bit more freedom in the field out
Yeah,
there.
he definitely feels pretty comfortable.
It's not just the standard calls.
Alexander Lurs.
He's doing a good job, though.
All right, we got 1 more heat, final heat, heat 4.
The fourth and final heat. 4 of 4.
Yep. The last heat of the boys 200, we have Nick Steigmeyer, Alan Yap, Jack Buchesny, Joshua Genchos, Isaiah Reese, Colby Vetter, Damian Sanborn, and Albert D'Almeida. Some pretty notable names in this one, if I recall correctly.
Well, they're off. Coming around the corner onto the straightaway, we have a close race. It does look like lane 5 in the lead.
That would be Isaiah Reese of Guilford, but late charge from Joshua Genchos. Let's see. I think Reese held on, though. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Colby Vetter and Jack Buchesny following it up.
Another double winner, Isaiah Reese, also
Yep.
won the javelin.
Just going to say Jav, right?
Yeah.
And the 100, no? Or was that somebody
No,
else?
that was Joshua Genchos.
All right, that concludes the boys' 200.
Which moves us on to the girls' 3,200, which is 3,000 meters more for the math people out there.
Well, for the math people, I don't know if you need to say that. I think they can calculate themselves.
For the
but-
non-math people out there.
Yeah, there you go. Jonas take over for you on camera?
Yeah.
What do you think of his camera work?
What do you think?
I'm asking you first.
I
It's
think
hard when you
it's,
don't know your own camera work.
yeah, I don't really know what it looks like to be watching my camera work, so I don't want to.
All right,
I mean, it
I'll-
looks fine.
I'll give a quick comparison. So he zooms in a little bit more than you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not good.
Okay.
So
You know, I'm open to the constructive criticism, which I'm sure there is plenty to criticize. I do my best, though.
if it was really bad, I'd throw another headset on you and I'd just give you real-time instructions. But we're not there, so.
That's good.
I was pretty self-conscious on my camera work a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's tough. Every once in a while, I'll take over camera and be like, "Shoot, what do I tell people to do?"
Yeah.
So we have.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Some excellent Instagram reel
Yeah.
footage
Oh, yeah.
from Rory Curran. All right, we have Ada Chapman, Georgia Eckhart, Adriana Lefebvre. You can give that your best shot.
February.
Yeah. Cora Treese, Abigail McCusker, and Juliana Gorham. Looks like Georgia Eckhart of Guilford, straight to the front, early lead. Wasted no time at all with that one.
Girls in the 4x4, I'm not sure why you haven't checked in. I've announced it twice, so if you're running 4x4 and haven't checked in, don't wait any longer. I'm not getting happier, I'm getting...
Mike Smith getting cheekier and
Yeah.
cheekier. Someone's gonna have to cut him off.
Yeah,
in
maybe a
next
little too
hour.
much time on
yeah,
the mic.
I
Getting
don't
a little
know.
grumpy.
He's gotta find that happy medium for public address.
Yeah.
See, like right here, Lars, I'd want you out just a little bit more,
Yeah.
so we get a full picture of this straightaway.
He just texted me, can I do the 32? So I don't know if he means he wants to film it.
Yeah,
or if
I'm
he wants
thinking
to-
he wants to swap with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So
So-
I may be departing soon.
Well, Lars, thank you for your time. I'm gonna go ahead and kick you out now, and
All right.
no pressure because we're
Sayonara.
watching your camera work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about it now.
Entrance is the girls 4x4, that's two different heats. We're trying to find out if we have any team scratching, so we can just seat it as one heat. So we know
Oh, that's the call for the 4x4. There's 9 teams entered, they're going to run it in lanes. So they want to know if it's 1 or 2 heats, trying to make that determination. Makes sense. But that is coming up later, because right now we still have our 3,200 for the girls. Again, this is Georgia of Guilford out in front. Rory, you still you racing?
Not anymore. I had, or I've been having, still do have, a little bit of a plantar fasciitis issue going on. So Addison got me a hot dog.
Georgia coming across, 3:04.
Yeah. So I raced once this season, and then yeah, that was about it.
All right, good interviewing you. Why don't you go interview someone else?
Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you. All right, full-fledged 32 going on.
Oh, yeah.
See that's Guilford in first. Is that right?
Yeah, we've got Georgia Eckhart
All right.
out in front.
Hopefully the camera wasn't too shaky there.
We were talking about it a little bit right before you and Lars did another switch. Just wanted
Yeah.
to get Lars's impression of how your camera work was, but
It wasn't great.
it was all right. It was all right for first time. I liked that you zoomed in on people, sometimes just a little bit too much, but that's part of the learning process.
My bad.
No, it's good.
All right.
There's a request for Rory current appearance on the infield. The young ladies
On the
from
infield.
Swan want to see what they're missing out on.
She looks strong. Who else is in D3 for the 2 mile other than because I'm pretty sure Brianna's not doing it.
Right. I think she said she didn't really have an interest in doing it.
Yeah, she said she was only gonna do the 800. That's pretty vocal to most people. So I'm not exposing her, but yeah, this girl might be like one of the top seeds in D3 then.
Well, you are the D3 expert, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I got that, but I know a lot of distance kids, so.
Georgia continues to lead. It's leading early and still well out in front.
Is it Berlin in second right now?
Well, we'll stay on this angle just to be sure.
I think that's Berlin's uniform. Belmont? Belmont thing.
Yeah, it's Berlin.
Berlin? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that would be Adriana, I believe. Berlin.
Maybe
Yeah.
closing a little bit. But how much more do they have? Probably about 3 more laps, 4 more laps.
Swing by the New Hampshire track and field tent for their interviews. Get their due.
Well, you could make that back up.
That'd be great.
Just heard them say 4 to go.
4 to go. Yeah.
So halfway mark for Georgia.
It was like 6:20ish. It's like a 12:40.
We were talking about math earlier. Nice job there. Good calculation. Like she took a quick look down at her feet.
Yep.
What does that mean for a distance runner?
Maybe she nicked herself with her spike or
Oh, yeah,
something.
do a little
I've done
scrape
that a
up
few
on
times.
the
Yeah.
ankle.
Yeah.
Do that.
I watched the same thing at
Do that quite a bit with my trainers.
last night. Yeah, Seacoast meet.
Yeah, I was there. I didn't run, but I was there. Very cool.
Yeah.
Again, Georgia Eckhart, Guilford.
So 3 more to go. Yeah, I think she's closing. This Berlin girl is closing a little bit. But I don't think it's enough to catch Georgia. But there's still There's still a good portion of the race left. You can still. A lot can happen in 3 laps. I've seen a lot happen in the 800 in the last 100.
Yeah.
So it's possible. Yeah, as I said earlier, it looks like the Drew Traffy is actually going to do the 3200. So I'm assuming he was saving some for that.
The 32, just a few days before states, is always kind of interesting to me who opts to do it just based off the timing. Do you really want to do a 300 just a few days out, or a 3200 a few days out?
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like, qualifying, you pretty much are where you're going to be. If you're right on the bubble, sure, you might end up running something for it this week. Just try and get in.
Kennett's been doing pretty well today, and so has, what was the other one? Yeah, Kennett. That's what I was going to talk about. Kennett's been, in all their events, they've had, at least one good kid in almost every single event, so it's always cool to see a team do that.
Georgia continuing to lead as she has the entire race. 600 to go for her.
Yeah, I think Georgia ended up opening that gap up just a little bit more. She keeps grabbing her thigh, so.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I wasn't sure if it was trying to fix a number, but if she keeps doing it, I think that
I mean,
might
it
be
looks like a number's coming up. Maybe she's
Right.
just trying to keep the number on, but yeah. I don't know. That injuries are scary, so anytime anyone's reaching or touching something, I'm always like, oh, shoot.
It's like if you're pushing it right now, this close to states, just
Oh, yeah.
it's always a good time to just pull it off, say, no, I'm good for now. But
Oh, yeah.
she seems good enough, and I do think it's just that number kind of flapping in the breeze. Gonna let her know she can let that fall at this point. We know who she. Yeah, she just fixed it. Saw that. So. See if Coach Cox has any updates for us in the next few minutes on team scores as we are nearing the end of the meet.
Last 200 meters of the race, Georgia is still in the lead.
Yeah, she's been holding steady up there. You know, get that lead nice and early, kind of close the door on everyone else. Been running about the same pace as our second place right now, Adriana, but doing well enough to maintain towards the end. We do see a nice little kick here from Adriana, but Georgia is going to go ahead and finish this up and take the win for the Wilderness Championships, 3,200 girls.
I want to. This is Adriana right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I just want to applaud Adriana because to make that comeback, just to pull that much back and running by herself, pretty much just watching her back. That is very, very impressive. So applaud that effort.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like when you're behind early on, you got to run your own race, but at the same time, if you can use the person in front of you to catch, because she maintained that distance, closed it a little bit here and there, and I think it expanded a little bit on the last leg, and then closed it in the last 200. So
Yep.
but well, that concludes it for the girls, 3,200. Can go ahead and move on to the boys. I'm going to take a wild guess, say you probably know a few of these names.
Yep. I'll just read them off real quick. I know a few of them, but just to be safe. We got Ben Beach. Oh, wait, is this right? Yeah, Ben Beach. In the first seed, we got Daniel Delbeck from Kearsarge. We got Drew Catraffi from Messinic. Tate Heyman from Plymouth Regional. Abram Wheel Cooley from Interlakes. Isaac Reeder from Profile. Emery Young from Profile. And then Trevor Mayhew from Muskoma Valley. So, I don't know these first two kids, but I don't know. They're both wearing a nice spikes, so we'll see. That's how I tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about the spikes.
You wear the nice spikes, you got to run fast. You're going to spend $180 on spikes. You better back that with some hard running.
I'm back for the 32.
Well, so far, no one wants to totally break out. Understandable. Our leader 200 meters in. Who is that?
Profile, that would be either Isaac Reeder or Emery Young.
See if we can't get a number on them
I think
now.
that's 6. I think that's Isaac
Who's
Reeder.
6? All right. Oh, yep. So 6. And then in second, it would be Ben Beach, and then I think his Isaac's teammate Emery is in third right now. It's the very beginning stage of the 32. Literally anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at big group of guys, and if they all stay together like that, they're all striking distance. So we'll see. I almost think that 400 meters ago it was more spread out than it is now. So
yeah.
that's kind of telling that no one wants to fall off there.
This is almost like perfect weather for 3,200 meter, though, I will say.
Yeah, and Drew Traffy, I see him in the back of the pack right now. He's that red shirt. He will definitely, if he can hold on, he's probably going to pull the pace out because he has, I think, one of the fastest times from last year and the year prior. I don't know how he's done this year, and I've only seen him race once. So
He does look a bit eager to
yeah.
get rolling.
In the team scores.
How's the pace of this look? Are they playing conservative?
I mean, they came through the 400 and a 115, so that's a 10 flat pace. I'm gonna assume that the winner of this race is probably gonna run 10:30, 10:40. So I mean, I don't know. We'll
They're
see.
already a little bit off, 10 flat. So
Yeah.
they're on like 10:20, 10:25. So
So our field reporter did get back to me with those team score updates. How many events through?
Do the long jump, that's all I know. That's all I got.
Well, we have no idea how many events through, but on the girls' side of things, currently in first is Kearsarge with 59. Second is Kennett with 52. Tied for second with Kennett is Winnisquam, home team here, with 52. Fourth is Belmont with 47. Fifth is Newfound. They have 40. And sixth is Kingswood with 29. Top six on the boys' side of things. Guilford currently in that top spot with 94 points there. I have no idea how many events through, but they're looking pretty untouchable here because second place has 46 points. That's Bishop Brady.
Oh wow.
So 94 to 46 there. Third place is Plymouth Regional with 35. 1 point behind with 34 is Belmont. And then we have a tie for fifth place. Both teams at 30 points. That'd be Newfound and Winnisquam on the boys' side. So
As you were saying that, Drew Traffy took first, and I think he said, "Enough playing around. Let's go."
just like you thought. And what was that,
Yeah.
through the...
Oh, I didn't get it. Well, it'll be better when we get him through the mile. So.
I like what I think it's Ben Bish.
Yep.
And if you're wondering what Rory likes about him, maybe we'll find out later. He's got some interview duty to do.
I like that he's playing it conservative and just holding behind him and letting Drew break the wind because I mean it's not windy at all, but still like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've like seen like all the Breaking 2 movies with Kipchoge and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's reasons that you sit behind other people that let them do the work.
Yes,
Not saying you're not doing work if you're sitting behind them, but
definitely
yeah.
not as windy as I thought it would be. There's a slight breeze every once in a while. Of course, we're a little bit covered now, but you were standing out on the scaffolding, so
Yeah. It wasn't terrible. Like I never once felt like something
gonna get
over.
blown over.
Yeah, no. All right, through the mile, they are about at 5:20ish. So, yeah, so like a 10:40. I think that would be around a PR for a few of these boys, especially that they're all holding pretty tight.
Well, you say that and get a little bit
Yeah,
more
they're-
separation.
Yep, as soon as I said that.
It's just how it goes. That was a
All
quick
right, so
one.
my opinion may have changed a little bit, but Ben Bish was in a very good position. I think even with the lead change, he stuck with second, wanted to sit right on the shoulder, but the pace definitely picking up.
I want to say he
Nice.
wanted to negative split it or something.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it looks like. Or these guys went out too fast and some
Yeah.
of them are dying.
I mean, no one's really out of range just yet, especially with, 1,200 meters to go.
Oh, yeah. Yep. 1,200 when they hit here.
Sometimes, especially in the last 800, if you're not really dialed in, you can fall asleep and let the pack catch up back with you. But he looks pretty steady so far.
Yep. Still holding the same form, so.
Yeah.
Looked like Drew put on a little bit more of a surge, and Bish just didn't have a response to that. But, still got a little bit longer, so.
And who's third? He also made a surge back up. I think he was going to want to give
I think, let's see.
Bish some trouble.
It's a white jersey. Yeah, Plymouth. So that would be Tate Heyman.
Yeah, this is the time of the race where Beesh and Heyman just gonna wanna. Is it Heyman or Hammond? Heyman.
Heyman.
They're gonna. You gotta make a decision right about now. See if they want to try and go for him
Mm-hmm.
or just win their group.
I'd work together with him to come and catch Drew. That's what I'd do.
2 to go.
Right as I said that, we have a kid passing Heyman, and that is
Dalbeck.
Dalbeck, yep.
Daniel Dalbeck.
And he has the second seed for today, so I'm assuming he has a pretty strong kick.
He looks pretty comfortable if he goes by this group with authority. I think he can maybe hunt him down, but
Yeah.
obviously he's running out of real estate.
Dalbeck
Coming
is
into 600 to
yeah.
go.
Dalbeck is pushing, you can tell. But he doesn't look like he's fading much, so
Yeah.
it looks like he might have some, like, maybe, what is that, like 30 meters? Like, that's
Yeah.
doable to come up in,
No, definitely.
in like 800 or however much we got left.
Yeah, I think it's 500 to go.
500.
3-ish minutes, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you got to make a decision if you just want to win your group or really go for the leader who's running away with it.
My money's on Dalbeck winning this. Drew looks like he's fading just a little bit.
Yeah,
We'll
that
see.
lead just got cut in half in the past 100 meters. So
All right, is this last 400?
Yep.
All right.
yeah, Dalbeck looks so comfortable.
Yeah. Drew definitely looks like he put on his stride a little bit earlier. I know he doesn't Drew Traffy doesn't have as much of a kick.
Yeah.
I remember we raced in cross country, and then he just doesn't he has, like, he can break you though. Like,
Yeah.
he can hit the times.
Yeah. So he
but-
definitely.
Oh,
I
Dalbeck's
mean,
catching him.
his plan might work. I mean, if
Yep.
if you don't have the leg speed to close the last 150, then
Yep.
you got to break his early.
Dalbeck, he's going. Yeah, I still have my money on Dalbeck. Oh, yeah.
Drew's looking down at his legs.
The best thing to do is just look straight forward.
Dalbeck is turning it on.
Yeah.
Wow, he really blew the doors open
It was
last
like
20
a
meters.
10:28. I mean, both those boys had a PR today. I don't think they ran 10:30
That
before
was
this.
super
So,
consistent with their first 800.
yep.
I don't know what the splits were, but their first 800 was 237. So
It's very good.
Well, another winner, which means another interview for Rory. Go track him down before gets too far.
And now we have the 4x4s?
I believe so. You got the paper in front of you.
Right. Yeah.
Be my guess
All
at this
right,
point. I think it's the
so-
only event we haven't seen yet today.
It looks like there is going to be a heat with only one team and then a heat with 8. I'm assuming
So-
at least one of them has scratched, so they'll all be in the same.
Yeah, that was printed, I think, at the beginning of the day. So we'll see how it ends
Okay.
up, if they did get a team to scratch or not.
Yep. It looks like they started to combine them, but I'll just read off all the teams. So we have Messinic Regional, we have Laconia, Winnisquam, Belmont, Kingswood, Kennett, Plymouth, Guilford, and then White Mountains. So I don't know which.
That doesn't look like anyone scratched.
Yeah, so I think they must have broken it just up into 2 heats just to make it, like, better racing.
Yep.
For the girls.
So Mike Smith coming over to say hi because we've been talking about him all day. But in this first heat, we have Messinic, Laconia, and the Spartans. Who are the Spartans? I feel like I should know that.
Is that the purple one?
It's this blue lane 5 right now.
Oh, that's. It's not Winnisquam. Plymouth Regional. White Mountain? No.
No. White Mountains are black.
Are they just Winnisquam? Oh, wait. I can't.
I would go with
Because this would be.
either Winnisquam or Plymouth.
I think Winnisquam.
All right, to be determined.
Yeah,
Might
I
be
don't
home
know.
team.
Yep.
We'll work on that. But right now, we've got our first leg of the girls 4x4, heat 1 of 2. Looking like we have a 3-turn stagger here, getting ready for states. Means that this leg run entirely in lanes, and then the next leg, they will have their first 100 meters in lanes before they can cut in. Again, Spartans look like they're in front, but right now I might give the edge to Messinic. Again, they have that inside track with the stagger still to go. Laconia playing a little bit of catch-up, and they're making it close. So this might be pretty interesting once we get to that break line.
I know Messinic has all the Messinic has the distance squad, so they definitely have the endurance.
Well, it looks like the Spartans have taken a lead as we see a nice surge there from backs from 3rd to 2nd. And Laconia making another move into 1st. So 3rd to 1st they go. Spartans battling back on Laconia. They're shoulder to shoulder coming into the final 100 of their leg.
So
Spartans will end up being out in front, though. They'll pass it off first. A little bit of switcheroo at the last second.
all right, if you can cheer for your teammate when you finish, make them move a little bit faster. That's what I say. I always die on relays because I suck at relays. I don't know why, but never been good at relays in any sport.
Laconia back in front now. Huge surge here from their 3rd leg.
Think this is the 400-meter runner.
It definitely looks that way.
If you have a sprinter that can run a decent 4, and then you have like 3. That's what our team does. You can have a pretty good distance squad, or sorry, 4x4 squad.
Women's triple jump. There's a tie for 6th place. Ava Lacasse of Belmont and Jenny Lutz of Muskoma. In 4th place, Ainsley Frankowicz of Kearsarge. 3rd place, Sarah Harris of Interlakes.
Laconia coming on to the final straight, taking a look over her shoulder.
Winning the women's triple jump.
I think she's feeling it as the Spartans are catching.
If I was to guess, I'd say this Laconia is a either sprinter or a 400-meter runner. Just because of how she took that out, she felt very confident with taking that out pretty fast.
Well, the
So-
Spartans will take the bell.
Yep.
Laconia close behind.
Nothing they can't make up.
Yeah, it definitely can come down to this final leg for Laconia. See if they can make the move over the Spartans. Laconia moving up on the shoulder.
I just want to point out, O'Shea is coming hard back here. Even though it's in 3rd, she is moving.
Oh, wow.
moving fast.
You are not wrong there.
Well, she's a distance runner. She got some leg speed.
Can see her in picture. Closing that gap. She is definitely the fastest of the three on the track right now. See if she can maintain. She's trying to get her teeth back in it, but it's a pretty far
Yeah.
distance at this point.
Yeah,
That's a big ask. So
very
won't-
very little space.
won't necessarily get up with the others as we see Laconia coming down this final straight. And back and forth Laconia and Spartans have been. It is going to go ahead and 4x4 heat one. Won by Laconia.
Reel back to she reeled back in a lot though. Like that was probably like a good what, like 15-ish second lead. It was a lot.
yeah.
She's like now only like what
No,
was that,
that
like
was-
8 maybe. She
That
like
was
cut
a
that in
huge
half.
leg for her.
That's insane. If you're watching this, that
Someone's
I applaud
impressed.
you. I applaud you. I am impressed. This is crazy.
All right, heat two of the girls 4x4. Looks like we should be able to figure out some teams in this one.
Oh, yep. So we got Winnisquam. Oh wait, so I'm pretty
That
sure
answers that
because-
question.
Yeah, Winnisquam. We got Guilford. We've got. I'm just looking at who we got. We got Belmont. I see.
Yeah, Winnisquam,
Plymouth.
Belmont, Kingswood,
Kingswood.
Kennett, Plymouth, and Guilford in that
Yep.
order. 1 to 6, or 1 to 5, 1 to 7, one of them.
So. So it looks like Kingswood has a 4-second advantage over Kennett right now.
Let's see how it plays out today. Final event, final race of the day for the girls.
I think those two teams are going to be top because then Belmont is 15 seconds behind that. So those two teams are probably going to go. But you never know. Like these races, they're kind of crazy.
All right. First command given. I do see one pair of blocks. So we'll get 3 commands here.
And they're off.
Fair start for the girls.
Guilford looks like she's moving.
Yeah. Again, 3-turn stagger means that
Yep.
this lap is all in lanes, and then the next leg will have the first 100 in lanes before cutting in. So it makes it a little bit more challenging to figure out who is where. But we will be able to figure that out soon enough.
It's so hard being like the farthest up the stagger, and then you're in like a relay, and then you're like, I don't know if I'm in front of people or I'm behind them. So even the people that are out there, they don't know where they are. So, like,
Let's see, girls ready for that handoff.
looks like Kingswood is in front. Yeah, probably Kingswood.
Yeah, they're out pretty good right now.
Yeah. Then we got Kennett, and then probably Winnisquam, Guilford,
Guilford, Belmont, Plymouth.
Yep.
How the team scores from that last score update, does this have any impact on them? Because the girls were pretty tight.
If I recall, after X events, it was Kearsarge in first with 59, Kennett in second with 52,
For the girls'
Winnisquam
side, yeah.
also second with 52. So
Well, Kearsarge, if they place decently here, they should win the meet. If that's
That's on the girls' side, right?
Yep.
Yep.
pole vault still going on for the boys, or that the girls over there? Those are the girls, or just as about to wrap up. So pole vault still going on for the girls.
All right, Kingswood is running strong here. So is I think that's Belmont behind her.
Yeah, that's the dancer, Jaden. Second leg. I think McPhee led off Kingswood as well, and I guarantee you this is Danito here, their third leg, I think. Yeah, that's Danito. And that means they probably have Raposa anchoring. Kingswood is a good 4x4. Do you know Belmont has a good 4x4? They have great relays. They're 4x1 and 4x4. This could get a little tighter here.
Check this girl's socks out. That's crazy. Some Wonder Woman socks on.
I think there was a rule made about that a few years ago, if I remember correctly.
I don't
Yeah,
see
they're
it.
not calling her.
Did Kearsarge have a team in the previous heat?
I think no, I don't
Because
think
there's no,
so.
they don't have a team here.
Yeah, no Kearsarge.
Huh.
So they must have.
That's going to make it interesting.
They must have. They didn't have a team to begin with. It doesn't look like.
Well, Kingswood continues to lead, and they're going to go ahead and pass it off for the final time.
All right, she's moving. And who's that in the last? Oops. Who's that in the last leg? I don't know her name. Kingswood. Is that Ropaz?
Raposa.
Raposa? Yep, there you go.
She's not going to get
yeah,
caught.
Ropaz. Where did I get that?
Piper Lopachenski from Kennett's going to get second, though. Look at her. She's third, gone.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
strong.
Look at that.
Belmont's solid, though. We'll see how she comes back.
Yep.
Tied for sixth with Jillian Simpson, Prospect Mountain, Mackenzie Valancourt, Messina, and Abby
Your 2023
fifth place. We had
Wilderness League champions in the 4x400.
Started calling it 100 out.
Looks like, that's why I'm speaking so slowly,
Just in
Looks like
case.
it will be Kingswood and Raposa in 4:18 and change.
Yeah, that's not bad at
That's
all.
a nice time. That's D2. Kennett, 4:26. And Belmont stayed tough, 4:28. Tough anchor leg.
That was very good.
Home team Winnisquam is next across. 4:41 and change, 42. Guilford, 4:43. And that's Plymouth coming through in 4:50 and change. How many heats of the boys 4x4 do we have? We're coming in pretty quick here. This is one of
Yeah,
the quickest
so
weeks ever.
we have, it
heats.
looks like 2 heats.
Holy
So we
cannoli.
got in the first heat in lane 3, Plymouth Regional. Of course, this is before scratches. So Plymouth Regional in lane 3. Lane 4, we got Laconia. In lane 5, we got Mascoma Valley.
And I would
Looks like
say
it's the same.
what lane did you say Laconia was in?
Uh,
Because I see him in 2. Could have been reseeded. Nope, they're getting shifted
Laconia
around.
said 4 on
Yeah.
here.
A little bit of confusion, but Scott Clark is all over it.
Looks like none of them are going to be using blocks.
So, quick little pause on this as Laconia was given number 2. Scott's got it on the sheet for lane 4. Trying to figure out with the timer where they would prefer them.
Plymouth did 3, Laconia's 4, Mascoma's 5. Don't worry about the numbers. They're set. I'll fix it back here.
All right, first seat of the boys, 4x4 is off. And I would say that Mascoma Valley is out flying right now. They are clearly in this lead.
See if he can hold that pace.
Yeah, 3-turn stagger doesn't matter. I can call that one if he can
Yep.
stay up that far.
Mhm.
That's easy enough.
Yep.
He's probably got 40, 50 meters, about 40 meters right now in the other guys. Of course, stagger does factor in. See if they catch him a little bit on this straight before they hand off to the second leg.
He's still going hard, though. I mean, 52, 53 on the clock.
Got caught a bit there, but still, they are well out in front. Laconia second, Plymouth third.
57-58 opening leg isn't terrible. It's pretty good.
So staying in lanes. Once they get to the straightaway, you'll see that line of cones going across the track. There it is. Cut in nice and easy, hopefully.
All right, looks like these boys are working together to catch him. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a good battle right there for second.
Mm-hmm.
We said that's Laconia and Plymouth. Laconia in red takes second right now.
They're coming up, though. They're staying pretty close to Mascoma.
No, you're absolutely right. Those second and third place teams are closing that gap. And it might end up being relatively even at this handoff. Still have a little bit of separation, but not a lot.
Hey. All right, I honestly, one of the things I just saw that was amazing to me is Patrick Gandini setting up a set of blocks.
What? Is that
He's
a
setting
thing?
up a set of blocks. I don't know if he did for a teammate, but he does have a baton in his hand. If he leads off out of blocks, we got to get a lot of pictures.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to.
Let's take a look at this race.
It's pretty close.
Laconia has closed up on Mascoma Valley. And
with the
Laconia
pass.
passing on that turn.
He looks great. Holy cow. I'd like to see this split. Nice leg.
And Laconia's off. All right, Mascoma's coming, though. Mascoma's moving.
This is a great leg from Laconia.
Oh, yeah. That's a good answer. It's a good answer.
It is just starting to rain.
Shoulder to shoulder. Laconia still out in front.
I'm going to say Messinic is actually is holding a little bit and then going to go. Oh, but Laconia starts going.
Mascoma. You said Messina.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Laconia. There we go. There you go.
I see. You combined the names. I
Yeah.
gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
we've got
Messinac's also
Laconia.
here.
We've got Laconia finishing up here.
Yeah. This is very good. That was a good way to end, too. You had a kick on a 400. A kick on a 400 is crazy. All right, so this heat, we have 8 teams with Kennett, Belmont, Kingswood, Guilford, Interlakes, Winnisquam, Prospect Mountain, and White Mountain, all in that order. And it does look like Patrick Gandini is going to start this 4x4. The great Gandini.
Is he at blocks?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab a camera real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Do it from here so I don't have the best angle, but definitely need proof of this.
Mr. Global, flicks again, please. Flicks 20.
So as you guys know at this point, Patrick is the best distance runner besides Aiden Cox in the state. So him on a set of blocks is a little funny, but
It's definitely a few other names to throw in the mix there, but
oh yeah.
think right in center screen is Gandini in blocks.
All right, Patrick out with a good start. Same with a lot of the other teams, but Patrick's making up the stagger right now.
I tell you, he actually had some pretty nice blocks there.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it to him. That looked good from this angle.
Yeah.
We'll see what the field reporter says, but I think those were clean blocks. Nice job there.
You know, he's moving, though, too.
That looked legit, by the way. You know, if you're a distance runner and you pull out a set of blocks, you better look good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He looked good.
How long you think he's been working on that?
A week.
He's a pretty good athlete. Maybe yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. A week, maybe yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I think they're all coming in at about a 52. That's not bad. A
54.
52, 53.
Well, he's got to go middle of the zone because
Oh,
it's a
yep,
three-turn
you're
stagger.
right,
So
yep.
I'd add a second, maybe two, but probably just a second.
Still, that's not bad at all. But Guilford is still out in front. And they cut in now, so now we know that Guilford's in first.
So Guilford, Kingswood.
And Mascoma. Or, sorry, not Mascoma. Winnisquam. All right, let's see if Guilford can hold on to this lead. It's pretty vocal at the start.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble there in the exchange for Interlakes.
Yeah, best thing you can do, even if you lose a shoe, is get off and then get this.
I think it was a dropped, might have been a drop baton and a shoe or just a shoe. I didn't see till the second half of it. But right now, it's a close one between Guilford and Kingswood.
Oh, yeah.
Saw those two right next to each other. That gap has expanded just a little bit in favor of Guilford. I don't think this is going to be close on the handoff, but I'm looking at a double winner already today for Guilford. Going to go ahead and anchor this.
Yeah, and he won the 200 and the
Javelin,
right? And he also raced in the 100 and placed it very well. So he knows how to run. You can even see here. He's already opening a gap. Does look like Kingswood is responding a little bit, though. No matter what happens, these boys are crazy fast.
Gosh.
Coming down that final straight, it is Guilford out in front.
Tell you what, Kings was not giving up.
Oh, no.
It's kind of tough to catch Isaiah Reese.
There
Can
you
this
go.
athlete do anything else?
337 and change. Yeah.
Throw him in the 3,200.
Yeah, no, for real.
Probably pretty good at that, too. So Kingswood second. Guilford, that pretty much solidifies their win today, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they
100%.
were pretty
They're already like 50
uncatchable.
points up,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Winnisquam is third. Coming through. Prospect Mountain fourth, White Mountains fifth, Belmont sixth, and Kennett seventh. And with that, we're looking at Guilford being team champions. We still are a little bit unsure about the women's scores at this point because it looks like pole vault just wrapped up. We don't know what's happening with that yet. But Kearsarge did have that lead, so I have to wait for results for that. But once again, this is New Hampshire. Gosh, I said cross country again. New Hampshire trackandfield.com, powered by Runners Alley. We came at you from the 2023 Wilderness Track Championships up here in Winnisquam. Did I say 1975? What? And today's Meet Hub was brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. We'd like to thank you for viewing today. And we will see you next at the Division III State Championships, where we'll see Jonas, the voice teeter. And what do you do? What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna do both 32 and 16, but I might just drop 32 and just run 16, just because I don't
Well,
have
do the
endurance
16
yet.
first, and yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
see.
Well, good luck. Glad
you,
you're
I
feeling
appreciate it.
better. We've been missing you this season, so
Thank
glad
you, I
you're feeling
appreciate
better. And any last words, Mr. Hall?
That's it. Championship time, guys.
Here we
See
go.
you there.
Oh, yeah.